megahertz.
Alrighty guys, good evening to you all. Hope everyone is doing alright here on this fine Thursday evening. We have ourselves a bit of kind of pop-up coverage here because, you know, the latest models over the last little bit has been suggesting quite a nasty squall line to potentially drive its way through portions of the Northeast, you know, perhaps with some snow. A snow squall is what we're talking about here, not in terms of severe weather, but in terms of winter weather with possible whiteout conditions here. Definitely looking quite likely. Anyways, let's go ahead and see who is here for today. We have ourselves, we have Haley, we have Crystal, we have Kevin, let's see, we have Mark here. We also have ourselves Jenny. What's up, Jenny? Hope you're doing good. Saying hello, fam. How are y'all? Doing pretty good, Jenny. Hope you're doing good as well. OKT is here. What's up? Hope all of you guys are doing all right out there. I am completely freezing cold. I am in my jacket right now. It's like 60-something degrees down here in the basement where I'm at. And this is where I stream, in the basement, obviously. But it is freaking cold down here. Like, so especially, I came from Florida not too long ago. And then now, you know, obviously coming back here, it's just absolutely crazy. I'm actually going to turn that light down a little bit. It's a little bright for me. Anyways, hope y'all are doing good. Let's see, Yankee says hello. What's up, Yankee? Hope you're doing good. Let's see, Gene's here. What's up, Gene? Time to Kill. What's up? Hope you're doing good. What's up, everybody? Hope you all are doing all right here. So, let's go ahead and take a look here at the current radar. That was just the future radar projections we were just looking at there, just to start the stream here. So, let's go ahead and switch on over here. So, this is what the current radar view looks like here at the moment. We're starting to see a lot of the snow moving its way into portions here of western New York. Kind of moving through Buffalo. Mostly has moved through Buffalo at this moment. But it's heading towards the areas here relatively close to... you know, areas like Rochester. Eventually we'll be moving through like Albany. I mean, this is a pretty fast-moving little system here, which is pretty crazy. Let's see. Andy says I'm in the path of the squalls. Yeah, you obviously want to stay safe during all that, because like I said, these squalls are pretty nasty. I mean, they can definitely create zero visibilities in a matter of seconds. You know, it goes from completely fine, pretty far visibility, to just whiteout conditions and no visibility at all. So yeah, it gets pretty nasty with these snow squalls and stuff like that. So obviously, just stay safe out there, and you know, if possible, I would say to avoid travel in this type of situation here if you're towards the Buffalo area and western New York in general. Moving here towards Syracuse, like I said, obviously, you know, that's another area that's getting ready to get hit here in a little bit. But overall, like I said, you know, the snow is starting to move its way in here. We're going to switch to more of a local radar here towards Syracuse. You can see all the heavy snow that's kind of falling all the way here towards like Denmark, New York. 30 plus dBz, which in snow form, that's some pretty, like I said, seriously, that's actually some pretty moderate heavy snowfall that we're talking about there. That's already falling there towards like, you know, Denmark, which is just relatively just north here of Syracuse. But overall, yeah, all this is moving its way into the regions here, which, like I said, obviously it is really starting to kick up here. Towards Rochester, we have ourselves the snow kicking up here pretty good as well into the mid to upper 20s here, and regarding to the the DVC, which is basically the snowfall rates essentially based off of radar value. But essentially what this is showing us is that we have some pretty moderate heavy snowfall that's occurring across a lot of these areas here. Like I said, all this is going to be tracking its way here to the east, which will be drawing in a lot of whiteout conditions and all that stuff right there. We have ourselves a live camera right just above me. I have not mentioned this yet. This is for Syracuse, which if you don't know where Syracuse is at, like I said, Syracuse, we go ahead and zoom into this. There's just so many clustered things here, but Syracuse is right here. The current temperature in Syracuse is 36 degrees. Now, something I really want to show you guys, which is really just nuts, with this little Arctic front that's moving through. Yeah, this is this is in the form of a frontal boundary. Look how much the temperature drops off. I mean, we go just just west of Toronto. The temperature is 18 degrees out there, right? And we go right here towards, just basically ahead of Buffalo, essentially. Temperature is 36. So there is a huge drop-off with the temperatures, and actually that's kind of one of the main concerns here I do want to talk with you guys, is not only is this bringing some possibility of, snow squalls, but this is also bringing the concerns here of, obviously those temperatures getting extremely cold tonight. I mean, it is going to seriously be getting pretty nasty out there, in which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here right now. We'll take a look here over at the temperatures for portions of the Northeast here. I mean, they are definitely going to be getting freezing cold. So let's go ahead and switch over to that right now. So once again, time's in the top right if you guys do want to follow along way up there in the top right. Like I said, after, once we move kind of towards midnight hours, this cold air is going to really start blasting through. I mean, you can see this frontal boundary here. You can see this Arctic frontal system that's basically driving its way across the Northeast. I mean, look at that. Driving those temperatures down here for areas of like northern New York, northern central Vermont, central northern New Hampshire, and then obviously pretty much all of Maine essentially, will be driving down into the negatives, in which, this little white area you see this little guy right there, see that's just basically a little white line. That is the boundary between, positive temperatures and in the negatives, essentially. So that is basically your below zero marker. So all of this is below zero, essentially. This is your freezing line in general. So this is where all the freezing temperatures are. This is your below zero. This is your below freezing, which is essentially crazy. So, yeah, very, very cold here for areas in New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. Once again, this is seriously going to be getting pretty crazy. Let's see. If possible, Andrew, would the snow disappear in the following week? What do you mean by that? The snow will be disappearing, but eventually. We could see a little bit of accumulations out of this little snow squall that we're watching coming through here, which I can show you right now. The snow squall out of this sucker. I mean, look at that. Look at the dark blues represented here by the NAM 3-kilometer model here. I mean, it's not just that, which is quite nuts. Andy says the radar isn't showing snow squalls. Not yet. Like I said, there's a probability of some snow squalls. National Weather Service has also talked about the concerns of it happening, and which it definitely looks very, very probable. Very, very probable here. Which that's the reason we're going live, is to cover them and whatever goes through here. But like I said, we are indeed seeing some of very, very heavy potential of snowfall. Like I said, right now there's no active snow squall warnings here, which is good. Winter weather here. Yeah, we are not under any snow squall warnings here, which we're going to go ahead and turn on. Let's see here. We have snow squall warnings we can actually turn on here. That way, we'll get the warnings in case if things come through. There we go. Snow squall warnings. All right, we're good. We are good. So now if we get any snow squalls and stuff like that, then we'll be able to see the warnings and stuff that come through. But like I said, I mean, look at that. This is looking potentially serious here. I mean, we're talking very heavy snowfall rates here. Up to a few inches per hour. Very, very saturated lower levels of the atmosphere here. I mean, all the way from basically that 3-kilometer mark essentially and below. It's going to be very, very saturated. Very, very high humidity essentially. Dew points, ambient temperature outside touching, humidity 100%, full-on condensing occurring. So basically very, very thick clouds, very, very tall clouds full of snow, which is obviously causing, heavy, heavy snowfall to be occurring here. But like I said, this is right here kind of around 10 o'clock p.m. So we have ourselves about 2 hours to go before, this marker is where it's at. So overall, it's a little concerning looking here. HRRR, obviously not as crazy looking. it really starts to show that really starting to impact here, essentially for, obviously, essentially for areas here like, around 9 o'clock, 9, 10 o'clock here, which is crazy here. Let's go and see here. Most of us New Yorkers could care less about the snow. It's the wind that can get absolutely insane. That's true. Yeah, the winds here also is probably going to be picking up here quite strong, in which I tell you what, we'll go ahead and pull up here the National Weather Service forecast, 4 areas in the northeast here, and we'll go ahead and take a look here at the maximum winds here. Yeah, absolutely. So the winds are expected to really kind of kick up here. We switch over here to the forecast for you guys, and you can see we have a lot of strong winds here. The areas in the red kind of showing, obviously those winds perhaps getting into the 40s, near 50, which is that's pretty fast moving winds here. It's wind gusts up to around 50 miles an hour being possible here, so which is crazy. Let's see here. Eduardo with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Eduardo, saying any snow for Charlotte next week. Let's go and see here. So, once again, first of all, Eduardo, thank you so much for that. Are you talking about Charlotte, North Carolina? And if so, there is nothing in line as of now. Yeah, there's nothing in line here as of now. Like I said, we're kind of in a big dry spell here at the moment for the majority of the country. We take a look here over the precipitation for the next 48 hours. Southeast is going to be pretty saturated because, like I said, we have that remaining ice storm. Essentially what happened, we had that ice storm move through, and basically what's going on is that the remainder moisture of all that will be tracking across the southeast, not causing any any snowfall for the southeast, but or any winter precipitation for the southeast, but it will be driving the remainder of precipitation in form of rain across the regions here. Now, something I do want to actually show you guys is, according to the forecast here, we actually potentially could see maybe 3 to 5 inches. According to the latest info out of this here, basically accumulations over the next day here, basically from this Arctic system that's moving through, this Arctic frontal system that's moving through, obviously could be knocking off maybe those, like I said, maybe knocking off those snow totals, maybe 3 to 5 inches there, which is definitely a little crazy there. Absolutely. Scott says, hi, what's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. I'm glad to have you here. Glad to have all of you guys here for today. But like I said, yeah, snow accumulations are actually up there. They're actually up there. Honestly, a decent amount here could be possible. We're going to take this a little bit more locally towards New York. Buffalo, like I said, about maybe up to 2 inches here. I'd say about 1 to 3, honestly, because you put the values between it. But anyways, got Jamestown about nearly 4 inches there, which Syracuse maybe around 1 to 3 inches as well. So overall, there's a bit of a snow accumulation on this as well. Just kind of a little pop-up system here, starting to pop up here. So. Any ice out of this, yeah, obviously ice is not going to be a concern on this. This is very, very cold air. This type of this type of snow here was going to be most of that powdery stuff. There's like 2 different types of snow, as you guys may or may not know. You got the stuff that compacts well, obviously, because there's water molecules in between the ice crystals, essentially, which allows it to compact very well. And then you just have your dry snow, essentially, which is basically just pure snow. No water between them, obviously, which essentially makes them very, very powdery, because like I said, the atmosphere, we grab a sounding across the regions, in the atmosphere, essentially, the temperatures from the surface all the way up in the atmosphere are all below freezing, so there's no room for it to melt, and that's what makes it, very, very powdery, essentially, and you can see, in this case, very, very saturated here, across the lower levels of the atmosphere, which is creating, obviously, the snow conditions, definitely, which is pretty crazy, but like I said, obviously that is kind of the thing here, is that most of this is going to be that powdery snow that we are typically used to seeing here across some of the regions. But like I said, in typically, very, very cold environments. And like I said, the cold air is just absolutely nuts out of this one. Look at this. Like I said, big blast, huge blast of cold air. Like I said, this is not no wind chill values. This is straight up temperatures. Straight up what the temperatures are going to be here. And you can see, across the pink, essentially, right on this boundary line, that's -20 and below that across the regions. Some of these temperatures could get around the mid-20s, which is definitely not good. Essentially, that's just way too cold out there. And then, like I said, once again, the below zero marker is right there where that white is, essentially. That's basically where the, that zero marker is. And everything on this side of it is, below zero, and everything over here is above zero. And then, like I said, you have a freezing point right there. Everything over here is above freezing. Everything behind here is below freezing. So, like I said, seriously, that's just absolutely crazy with the amount of just the amount of snow, or not, sorry, the amount of cold temperatures that's going to be associated here with this in particular system. It's definitely really crazy. Very, very crazy here. Let's see. Megan says, please bundle up. Yeah, you're going to want to bundle up for this one, especially tonight. And it's going to get frigid across a lot of the northern country here. We switch over to the northern plains here, or the upper Midwest. Yeah, kind of the same thing here tonight as well. I mean, the temperatures are expected to kind of get pretty similar, if not a little cooler, there towards like Minnesota and western Wisconsin. Which, if I switch on over here, guys, to the actual forecast here for you guys, regarding those temperatures and all that fun stuff. Here is the expected temperatures here, essentially for tonight. So let's go ahead and move over here to the forecast. So across the northeast here, minimum temperatures tonight is expected to get very, very frigid. Now, you're obviously going to notice how it's not as cold as compared to what the NAM model had to say there. Obviously, because like I said, we have a bunch of mixture of models. The overall, overall forecast supports, yes, definitely getting well into the negatives here, but kind of at a maximum around the negative 15, mid-negative 15s here, or mid-negative teens, I should say. Which is obviously kind of what we're seeing here. But like I said, for areas of central, northern New York State, central northern Vermont, central northern New Hampshire, obviously a lot of central and northern Maine here too, is going to be included with a lot of these frigid and very, very cold air for tonight. So like I said, that's the grounds where we are expecting to be in the negatives. Expected to be actually in the negatives here. Let's see here. I'm praying that we don't lose power in this cold with the wind. Now, necessarily, I don't think that the cold would really do anything with the power outages, but I do think that essentially the winds could create power outages, could create the problems here. Like I said, we take a look here at the maximum wind gusts here once again, and like I said, you can really see here, areas in western New York there, we're possibly going to be seeing these wind gusts perhaps getting into the 40 mile an hour or more. Once again, these are wind gusts, what the winds could get up to, essentially, like I said, what the winds could gust up to, and all of that fun stuff, But like I said, obviously with that being said there, high wind gusts can definitely be a possibility out of this, Arctic frontal boundary here that's going to be moving through here tonight. And like I said, I just figured we needed to do some coverage on this. I was not planning on doing any coverage, I was actually planning on doing a member forecast tonight, but after I was, browsing the models here earlier and I was doing my first video here on the channel we just uploaded a few hours ago, I realized that this is probably going to need some special coverage here because, like I said, we're talking heavy snowfall. We're talking potential snow squalls here, which, like I said, will absolutely just reduce the visibility to near zero in the matter of just a split second. So, like I said, obviously that's the reason we want to be live here, for you guys and everything like that. But anyways, moving up here towards the Midwest here, like I said, obviously is expected to get very, very cold here as well. We're just going to take a look at the national view here. It's just going to be quite nuts. The temperatures are expected to be below zero, essentially across these regions here. So we'll talk a bit about that, essentially. So these regions that I've circled, all inside of this shaded area, basically, I'm basically, scribbling through, that is all the zones that's expected to see the temperatures here below zero. We're talking in the negatives, which is definitely quite crazy here. But anyways, like I said, that's kind of what we are looking at. That is indeed, what we are watching out and stuff like that. But like I said, also with the with the temperature, the freezing point is expected to be quite low as well here tonight. Essentially, everything in this portion of the country is expected to be basically below freezing. And of course, the southeast is looking pretty nice. Look at that. You got Miami down there. What is that? In the upper 60s, kind of showing off here, while areas here towards like St. Paul and those surrounding areas here, all the way up in like Minnesota region, we're talking like negative 10s, negative 20s. So it's quite the change here, in temperatures, from the north to the south. It's just pretty crazy. But like I said, very, very brutal cool down here across the northeast for tonight. Tomorrow night's temperature is also going to be even more brutally. Like I said, tomorrow night's temperature is going to even be worse here. That's what I was going to show you guys, is that temperatures are probably going to get into near negative 30 degrees. Now, once again, this is not no wind chill. This is not no, like I said, this is not no wind chill or anything like that. This is your actual temperature, that's actually looking quite probable. So overall, like I said, that's pretty crazy here. Like I said, that's definitely, pretty crazy to look at. The following night after that, things are going to be finally warming back up. So it's essentially just for tonight and tomorrow night with these temperatures that things are going to get pretty daggone cold. Literally the maximum temperatures here tomorrow, which is pretty crazy. Maximum temperatures, like I said, obviously is probably going to be up here in the negatives across like northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and northern Maine here. Let's see here. Andrew 2026 with a $1 super chat. Thank you so much there. Greatly appreciated. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely means a lot to us. But like I said, obviously, like I said, what we are looking at there is that we're seeing a maximum temperature here. Like I said, we are seeing a maximum temperature of the negatives across portions of Maine tomorrow. I mean, talk about a cool down. I mean, seriously, this is just nuts. This is just absolutely crazy here. But like I said, that's that. And like I said, we cannot forget about the snowfall accumulation that's going to be possible out of this little snow squall moving through here right now. Like I said, we do have some live cameras for you all tonight, on this coverage here we're going to be doing. But like I said, we cannot forget about the accumulations here, as some areas, perhaps could see up to maybe 3 to 5 inches, definitely could be a big possibility here. So that's something to watch out for. With the heaviest accumulation kind of looking possible in far western New York State there, and obviously northwestern Pennsylvania. So overall accumulations, I mean, I wouldn't say they're anything extreme, but I mean, locally they could be pretty decent here, which is crazy. But that's that, my friends. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Anyways, but that is indeed what we are seeing here. That is what we are looking at there. Andrew says, last my money until next week. Sorry, it wasn't much. No, don't worry about it. Like I said, it's not a matter of how much or anything like that. It's just, like I said, it's just greatly appreciated. Like I said, it does not matter how much it is or not. Like I said, seriously, just thank you for the thought. Thank you for the support. Seriously, greatly appreciated. Absolutely. Anyways, back over here to the radar view, taking a look at what's going on here. Like I said, heavy snow is kind of kicking up here towards Rochester here at the moment from what it looks like. We'll actually take a look here back over towards Toronto. Oh my gosh, that radar is freaking out. Looks like a big porcupine. Anyways, essentially though, yeah, that squall line is now moving into portions of, or not, that line, that frontal boundary is now moving towards areas here of New York. But as snow is falling right now. Now, right now, there's no active snow squall warnings, which is good. But like I said, the National Weather Service did actually mention this here, which I'm going to go ahead and show you guys here. Which we're going to go ahead and switch on over here to my full screen here so I can show you guys. So this is from the Weather Prediction Center, obviously the National Weather Service, regarding things. And look at this. They talked about the potential there, with this, that essentially an Arctic cold front will be bringing snow squalls to portions of the northeast later tonight, essentially. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I mean, seriously, this is going to be pretty crazy. Yeah, wind chills potentially below -30. Wind chills potentially below -30 being possible, which is just crazy. Yeah, so talking about, obviously 2 p.m. says this afternoon, 8 p.m., which is obviously right about now. So that's kind of right where the snow squall is at right now. Snow squall is likely there in the red, and that's basically across the region that we are looking at there. And snow squall is possible across the orange. Maybe as far down south as like, maybe Maryland, perhaps. But overall, I mean, like I said, this is seriously going to be quite impactful here. And like I said, we definitely need to be watching out for this. I mean, we definitely need to keep this, seriously in consideration. But like I said, overall, I mean, snow squalls will seriously drop the roads, cause the visibilities to drop, and road become snow-covered in minutes. Poses significant danger on highways. Exactly. So if you plan to travel later tonight, northeast, be prepared. So obviously, yeah, so that's essentially what we're talking about. It's just, we're doing the coverage here tonight, guys, in order to, show you guys what's going on here with all of this, crazy snow and stuff like that. Because, like I said, this could seriously be causing some problems, obviously with poor visibilities and, rapid snowfall accumulation rates. I mean, like I said, we're talking the accumulation rates of possibly maybe up to a few inches per hour, essentially. So possibly, I'd even say 1 to 3 inches per hour, could definitely be possible. But anyways, like I said, that is kind of what we are talking about. That is what we are seeing, and which is definitely not good. It really, really is not good there. But anyways, that's going on there. That is indeed what we are seeing. We're going to take a look over here towards, areas north of this, towards Montreal. Look at that. That right there, my friends, there's the beginning of that squall line really starting to form here. Look how dark that is. Like, look how dark blue this is. We're going to look at this, 26, 20, near 30 dBz, which that is some very, very heavy snowfall. Let's see here, the winds. 6 miles an hour, which is not too bad ahead of the front here. Look at that, 33-mile-an-hour wind gusts going on there, just right towards, yeah, just west of Montreal. So overall, yeah, there's the main line there. I mean, seriously, look at the drop-off of the temperatures. I mean, we go probably, I wouldn't even say 100 miles west from the line itself, and we have the temperature of 13 degrees, and we go 100 miles east, and we have the temperatures at around 29. And actually just right up on the line here, it's kind of, you know, some areas here actually above freezing. And which I said, so obviously, you know, which is really, really crazy. You know, that's really, really nuts there. So obviously the temperature is going to be dropping off here very, very, very quickly, which is just pretty crazy here. Let's see, am I from Oldham County? Yes, I am actually here in Oldham County right now. But luckily, we're not getting any of this mess here, which is pretty good. But anyways, like I said, if y'all have any questions throughout all this, you know, make sure to let us know, and you know, we'll make sure that you guys are staying up to date and everything like that with this. Switching to another radar there. Yep. So there you go. There's the main Squall line right there. You can really start to see kicking up here. I mean, that's some pretty strong. That's some pretty heavy rates there we're talking about. Like I said, near 30 dBz, which I'm not expecting you guys to know what that means, but that's basically just saying that there's a lot of moderate heavy snowfall rates that's happening with this thing. In which, you know, a lot of accumulation over a short period of time could definitely be very, very possible here, which is quite nuts. You know, it's definitely really, really crazy out there. But anyways, but that's that. Let's go and take a look at this. So we do have ourselves some cameras here. We're going to take a look at some of those here right now. We have actually ourselves a pretty decent selection today. You know, nothing like the cool map we had yesterday or anything like that. But we have the Buffalo region, Syracuse, Albany, New York City region, which we're probably not going to need the New York City region here tonight. But like Albany, maybe towards Syracuse, we'll just take a look at some of the cameras. I mean, there's a lot of different cameras here we can look at, essentially video feed, and we'll be able to look at some of the live conditions coming through here, essentially, which we can pull up some live conditions there right now. Which, I mean, you can see, as of right now, it's kind of hard to see. There's really not much going on there. You know, this is all the video feed that's happening right now. So obviously, you know, as the snow squall gets closer to these regions, then we'll obviously be able to you know, look at some more of those there, which is good. So like I said, we have some good cameras today. We got some live cameras, like I said, including the big one here just from Syracuse, right just above my head here. So obviously once the snow starts moving in towards Syracuse, which obviously it should be here maybe in a little bit, then we'll be able to have all that activity going on. Let's see here. Awesome says, hey, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see here. The wind's kind of starting to pick up here. I'd say it's like 28 degrees maybe. Yeah, definitely is pretty cold. You know, I do not like the 20s, that's for sure. That is that's just at the boundary where it's kind of a little too cold. But anyways, but like I said, we switch over here towards you know, I can't get over this radar view. We switch over here towards, like, you know, southern Canada, the far inner portions of the northeast here. I mean, look at this. You got that big line really starting to pop off here. Like I said, this is actually a cold front. You know, this is an Arctic cold front moving through here, which is really, really kicking off. Let's see here. 6 more weeks of winter, says Jenny. Yep, kind of what it sounds like. It's probably going to be an interesting one too, that's for sure. You know, like I said, when we were looking at back in the forecast and everything like that, I tell you what, we're going to bring y'all into the climate models real quickly, just to take a look at some things here. But like I said, the crazy part is that, you know, essentially for portions of, like, you know, this is this week, you know, starting, you know, for this week moving into next week here, it looks like we're going to have a bit of a stormy, yeah, basically a bit of a stormy February here potentially. You know, maybe more for the west, but you know, we got a little bit of a you know, trough there, a little bit of a trough there. Maybe a little ridging across the east, which might make it a little bit more dry than normal. But overall, I mean, we could take a look here over at the moisture supply, you know, precipitation anomalies and stuff like that. Which, I mean, according to things, not for this week, but for basically the second week of February, essentially. We might actually be able to see a bit more storm activity. So basically the green is showing all of that above average precipitation being possible, which I'm going to use a different color for this. But essentially all this green stuff is saying that we might actually be able to see some more storms. You know, perhaps we might see a few more, you know, winter storms, perhaps maybe even just severe weather. You know, it could be possible across the south, which, like I said, it would not be surprising. You know, if we get a little low pressure system to develop and kick its way up across the northeast, we get enough warm air advected north, that can obviously fire off some storms here, in which if we take a look at the temperatures, you'll also see that the temperatures are expected to be well above average in terms of that. So with above average temperatures and above average precipitation, that just brings the increase in storm probability here, which that might be a problem for February. You know, honestly, it kind of looks like that we might be having some storm problems for the southeast here later on this month, which in the recent of what we've seen here, you know, last January, literally just last month, and December, actually, you know, it's been pretty active. It's been very, very active here regarding some severe weather and stuff like that. So I really think that that's going to be a possible concern here, essentially for the mid to later portions of February. We might see a few severe weather events pop off. So keep that in mind. You know, if there's any storm system that decides it wants to pop off here, I mean, it might just have enough energy to, you know, do such there. Let's see. What about March? So overall here, according to what the climate models have to say right now, let's see, there's March, showing a bit of a warmer southeast here. When it comes to precipitation anomalies here, essentially very, very, you know, still really showing that La Nina near ENSO neutral conditions there, but really showing a pretty, you know, pretty wet East Coast essentially, which could mean that we might see a bit of severe weather. April looks maybe a little dry here. Last several CFS models here, you can see there's a lot of yellowish, kind of dryish kind of color there. That's what that means. It's just dry air, basically. But like I said, you know, that's a thing here. It kind of shown for April might be a little drier across the southeast here. Maybe for May, you know, May could potentially be a little bit more saturated. Maybe a little bit more storm activity, of course, you know, across the regions there. But like I said, I really don't like to take it out too far here, essentially, because like I said, you know, obviously models aren't perfect, and you know, there's a lot more stuff to be in depth than just looking at that type of stuff. But like I said, we'll just monitor it as it does get closer. I mean, obviously, we'll definitely keep an eye on that. I'm probably gonna make a whole separate video on the storm season that's coming up here for y'all. Probably sometime mid to later this month. Essentially, I'll be making probably a video talking about, you know, what the storm season could look like, and which areas could see the worst of it and everything like that. Because like I said, we actually are expected to head into a neutral condition here, which if I pull up the ENSO forecast here for you guys, if you don't know what that is, I'm sure you guys have heard La Nina, El Nino before. They both affect the weather very, very much differently across the country. Basically, La Nina brings a whole bunch of conditions. You know, La Nina typically means a more active hurricane season, typically brings more snow for the Ohio Valley regions, while El Nino is the opposite, brings the snow a little bit more south, has a less of an active hurricane season. But anyways, regardless here, the predictions, I mean, what we got going on right now, essentially has the conditions reaching around a neutral state, so reaching right there, kind of around the mid portions of spring, you know, maybe around March, April, May. That's what MAM stands for, March, April, May, June, May, June, July, essentially. So like I said, obviously we have that boundary between the average point of all the models here, showing we are going to reach ENSO neutral maybe by mid-spring, essentially. Could be a possibility. But overall, I mean, that would drastically change the weather patterns as we know it. You know, it definitely does. You know, El Nino, La Nina, ENSO neutral has plenty. It definitely alters the global weather because it's all associated off of the Pacific Ocean. Because, I mean, the Pacific Ocean covers a lot of the body of Earth, and obviously all of it, the ocean's effects here, has all the effects on, or a lot of effects on the United States here as we know it. So it's definitely a big different thing. You know, obviously it's a big thing here. I will also not forget to tell you guys, we do have ourselves a severe weather risk here today. Nothing crazy, nothing worth talking about really. Just across areas here towards Tallahassee, just a little area here where a few damaging wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour could be possible, but overall I really don't have any confidence in that too much, honestly. Confidence is quite low on that one. Which is why we're not really going to be talking about it too much here, but it's worth a mention, I guess, you know, just for the people that's over there, maybe just to get an idea. But that's that. But anyways, back over here to the live radar here towards Montreal. Montreal is getting ready to get hit here by this line, which let me see if I can get some live cameras here. Let's see here. Live. Let's see. Maybe I can actually have some live cameras here in Montreal, which might be good. Let's see. There we go. I think we have ourselves a live camera here for Montreal, which we're going to take a look at real quickly. So We're going to have to get used to this live camera here, y'all, because this is probably one we're going to be looking at here quite a bit tonight. Like I said, as the squall line moves its way towards, as the squall line moves its way towards here, this is a bit off date, is it? 2029. Let's see, what time is it now? Current time is, what? Is this off date? Something? Hold on, let's see. No, it can't be. So, okay, it's about a 5-minute delay, essentially. So that's not universal. That's just straight up 24-hour time. But overall, it's about 5-minute delayed, which, I mean, we can see what happens. Let's see. Hype says, will it hit Philadelphia? So, with Philadelphia, essentially, we move over here towards, obviously areas in, moving all the way here towards, Pennsylvania. I'm going to say it's probably not going to be quite likely. Once again, we take a look over here at this. Like I said, this is actually a product from the National Weather Service they talked about here. And you can really see here, the squall line probability here, really kind of ends. I mean, like I said, snow squalls are possible, for your area. But snow squalls that are likely is more for these areas for basically northeastern Ohio, basically central and northern Pennsylvania, a lot of New York State here, Vermont, New Hampshire and Maine there, essentially. That's where they're likely, is right in here. But you're right there in the cutoff zone of it being possible. So I'd say, I would honestly say it's probably, I wouldn't say likely, but I'd say, yeah, possible, essentially. Possible, which I would not get your hopes up for it. But anyways. But that's that. Let's see here. I wish South Carolina would get snow, but it looks like our chances are not going to happen right now. Even, no, this is our highest chance for snowstorms. Yeah, essentially, at least at the moment, no. Yeah, there's nothing in the works here of talking any snow for the South as of yet. Which, I mean, I know a lot of people are quite disappointed with this winter time. Trust me, we are too. It's been a quite disappointing winter for some, but it's been quite a crazy winter for others. I tell you what. I mean, like I said, back in our video we just did here not too long ago, we dove into the long range here, which we're going to do really quickly. Like I said, we basically have this very, very strong Arctic front moving through, a lot of cold air blasting its way down here, which is obviously the problem we're watching right now. Continuous rainfall across the southeast out of this little system that's moving through. Now, like I said, the next possible system that could move through might be impacting northern Minnesota, portions of upper Wisconsin. Like I said, that's about 4 or 5 days out still. But there is a lot of agreement here. I mean, we take a look over the last several runs of this model, which each run is every 6 hours, so that's already 24-hour runs. That's about 2 days worth of models right there we just looked at. And they all do support, this system moving through here on the 7th. That's the reason I'm talking about this. So obviously, possibly, this little system moving through, it honestly probably wouldn't do too much here. Maybe impact the northeast in the form of rain. But there is also talks here of maybe this low-pressure system a few days after that for the 9th. Once again, I really don't like taking these models far. I'm not saying that this is going to happen. I'm not saying that at all. It's actually probably unlikely that this is going to form the way it is. But, I mean, there is a bit of support on it. I will tell you that. Over the last several models, for the last several days, there's been a few little bits of support here from the GFS model, which, I mean, could be hinting a possible system towards the end of, this week, maybe early next week. We'll have to watch it, but like I said, right now, that's the least of our concerns here at the moment. But like I said, we'll keep you updated. I mean, if anything decides it wants to happen, if things happens here, we'll definitely keep you all informed. Hype says, I think the biggest snowstorm this season we got yesterday was basically 0.3 of an inch of snow this year. We got no snow at all in Philadelphia in January. Wishing for snow. Yeah, actually something I want to show you guys here, which is pretty interesting. I actually have a way of viewing all the snowfall that's fallen this year so far. In which, let me go ahead and show you guys that real quickly. So we're going to take a look over at the, let's see here. We're going to take a look here. There's a way I could do this here. Observations, there we go. Observe snowfall. So this is the overall season snowfall that we've seen so far. So let's go ahead and switch on over to that here. It's actually really interesting to look at. I'm actually going to zoom that in a little more. But it's actually really interesting to look at. So this is what the nation has seen so far regarding snow, essentially. So, yeah, a lot of the southeastern states here, obviously, central, southern Texas, I mean, all of Louisiana, A lot of Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, obviously Florida, not really seeing anything at all. In the Carolinas, essentially it's pretty, pretty much dead across those regions. But I mean, like I said, you can really see. I mean, across the Mid-Atlantic regions. I mean, Mid-Atlantic, Southeast, Southern Plains. I mean, it's been kind of disappointing. You know, I mean, even for areas of like the Midwest. I mean, they've only seen as much as like, less than a foot across a lot of these areas. I mean, basically, all of these grounds here has seen less than a foot of snow this year, which is not normal. That's not normal. I mean, usually these regions in the Central Plains see over a foot of snow each year. I mean, easy. And we've not been seeing that here. Now in the Northeast here, like New England here, obviously, they've seen a decent amount, perhaps, But anyways, like I said, that's kind of that's kind of what we're seeing here. But it's just been kind of crazy, It's just been a very inactive season so far, which is just quite crazy here. Anyways, here's the live camera once again, guys. This is in Montreal, Canada. So obviously, like I said, if we get any or when this snow squall or this Arctic frontal boundary moves through, this is whenever we're gonna see it on this camera here, which is crazy. Let's see, Moose saying I might have to call it early tonight. Missing the streams yesterday. I need to wind down, relax. Today was really stressful and long. Sorry to hear that there, Megan. Obviously, I hope things get better for you. But just thank you for joining. Absolutely. Let's see, not as much as we should. Yeah, essentially. Hype says, hope in February steps up and gives us a snowstorm. Perhaps. Perhaps there. Snowing now south of Buffalo. We switch back here to the radar view really quickly. We're going to do that right now. Switching over here towards the Buffalo region. Yeah, we can see how there is, now south of Buffalo. Yeah, we see a lot of snow mostly just south of Buffalo here, which we actually take a look at the current conditions in Buffalo. It looks like the temperatures are, if not slightly above, right at the freezing point there. But look at those wind gusts. Nearly 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts has been reported there, which, like I said, that's kind of in the forecast. We looked at. That's another big thing with this frontal system. Not only the snow dangers, not only the temperatures getting in well in the negatives, but also, the winds. The winds is a big problem too. So there's really three main things with this type of system that's moving through here. With these Arctic boundaries that move through. Like I said, these Arctic cold fronts, essentially, because this is a cold front. This is moving cold air, from the from the Arctic, bringing it down into the south here, or bringing it down to the south, I should say. But like I said, I mean, seriously, this is some pretty nasty stuff we're talking about here. Once again, we take a look here over towards Montreal. That main line is getting ready to move its way into these regions here, which is it's definitely getting close here. Are the lakes frozen this year yet? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they're not. Let's see here. Every year, a snowstorm pops behind me in February, but they're calling for a warm February. Yeah, essentially. Let's see here. Proxy with a $30 super chat. What's up, Proxy? Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much. Saying good to be here. Great job streaming as usual, Andrew and the mods. Well, thank you so much there, Proxy. That's super nice of you. And like I said, yeah, we're watching out for the snow here. Even towards your location, Proxy, there's actually a possibility that we might see a little bit of something out of this. It looks like it might be snowing nearby. Let me actually double check on that here. Let's take a look at correlation coefficient. Okay, yeah, so it looks like it might be snowing near you. Maybe a little bit of flurries. I wouldn't say anything too crazy, but like I said, yeah, we are watching out for a lot of this crazy stuff that's going on here. But like I said, we take a look here towards Buffalo. A lot of the snow's kicking up here just south of Buffalo now. But like I said, we really see that structural shape here. Once we look at the radar here in Montreal. I mean, like I said, you can really see this long boundary here, this very, very long squall line there. But once again, Proxy, thank you so much. That's super nice of you. Big thank you goes to Proxy. Everybody give Proxy a big thank you for always supporting us, as always. And Proxy, seriously, that means a lot to us. Thank you seriously so much. That's super nice of you. Anyways, but like I said, we're going to keep alive. We're going to keep a look here on live cameras and everything like that as we go through tonight. Once again, I want to bring this to your guys' attention here. Like I said, this is from the National Weather Service here. This is a product that the National Weather Service here the Weather Prediction Center's put out here, essentially talking about, you know, the wind chills and the overall snow squall probability. So like I said, a lot of areas here, you know, essentially towards, you know, northeastern. They have this proxy, listen up, northeastern Oklahoma, or sorry, why am I calling it Ohio, Oklahoma? I do this all the time. I keep on telling you guys this. I always say the wrong state. Okay, proxy. Like I was saying, areas in northeastern Ohio perhaps could see likely snow squalls. So obviously right there in the red, that does include Cleveland region. Areas here towards, you know, western Pennsylvania, central Pennsylvania, northeastern. A lot of New York State cutting straight through Vermont, cutting straight through New Hampshire, and obviously for portions of northern Maine. It says snow squalls are likely. So obviously snow squalls meaning, you know, obviously a big line of snow will be moving through here. Like I said, moving at pretty quick rates. You know, snowfall is going to be coming down here pretty good. It's going to be coming down pretty strong there. Like I said, you know, with several inches per hour rates being possible, which is definitely not good. So that's a possibility there. Snow squall warnings will likely be needed for those regions there. We have ourselves snow squalls being possible. So these are the regions where a little bit less likely, but still, I mean, they're possible. They could definitely exist there. So that's something to definitely watch out there for. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll definitely watch out for it, and we'll see, you know, just how these, you know, just how things unfold here, my friends. Like I said, we're probably going to need to do coverage here for a few hours on this, which is definitely interesting. Let's see. Proxy says no snow so far. Just look at the window. Gotcha. We'll keep an eye out for the weather changes. Thanks. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Just looking out for you. Anyways, but like I said, taking a look here over towards, you know, New York State here. It looks like we're starting to see, we have some pretty strong snow moving in towards areas south of, let's see, Fort Drum. Looks like a bit of snow, a bit of heavy stuff starting to pop up here. Which, let me actually look at that. We're seeing about 20, 30 dBz, which, like I said, that's some pretty, you know, pretty strong rates there we're talking about. You know, pretty moderate, heavy snowfall we're talking here. So that is something to watch out for sure. Once again here for, you know, northeastern portions of, you know, Ohio. Yeah, really not showing too much. I mean, you can see how the DBZ value is basically quite low. So maybe just some flurries could be possible, you know, happening right now. And, like, you know, mostly just east of Cleveland, though. Like I said, there's Cleveland, essentially, out of all this. But maybe very far northeastern Ohio. Towards, like, you know, Chardon and, you know, Austinburg and those regions there. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing here. You know, that's kind of what I'm looking at. But overall, I mean, like I said, it's really kicking up here, starting to kick up here towards, you know, the Buffalo region. And like I said, well, we're starting to see some pretty heavy snowfall nearby, which is something to keep an eye on here for. Anyways, I tell you what, though, we're gonna switch on over here towards Rochester. I think we have some live cameras here towards Rochester, in which we don't. I don't think we have Syracuse. We have Albany. We have the Mid Hudson region. Let's see what's going on down here. Which, like I said, we have some live cameras here to look at for y'all, so that way we can get some good, you know, good examples of what's happening all here on the roadways and stuff like that. Like I said, we have Syracuse, Buffalo region. Let's try Buffalo area. We'll see if we can. Oh wow. Okay. Well, those cameras are covered in snow. Holy cow! Look at that. All those cameras, they were not covered in snow a while ago. But now they're completely, I mean, there's not even, all four of these cameras are covered in snow right now. What the heck? That is just crazy. Wow, okay. In the next 10 days, we need to keep an eye out because there could be a signal that could be very strong for snowstorm for anywhere on the East Coast, even for the Southeast around February 14th to 15th. Way too early to talk about, honestly. Like I said, we really don't like going out 5 or more days, essentially, unless we have some solid proof between multiple different models and multiple different runs from the models. But anyways, but yeah, that's that. But we'll definitely keep an eye on it. I mean, if anything pops up, we'll talk about it. You know, we'll definitely talk about it. But anyways, that's just interesting to look at. So I don't think the snow's quite towards Syracuse yet. I think it's getting close, though. We take a look here back at the radar view really quickly. Like I said, right now we just had Buffalo. Yeah, those cameras were covered in snow, which we saw there. We take a look over here towards Syracuse. right there. There's Syracuse, and you can see how really nothing's going on there quite yet. Which is obviously likely going to change here very soon. You know, very, very soon here. Let's see here. Proxy says Chardon is one of the several cities in Geauga counties east of Cleveland that's in the primary snow belt for Ohio. Yeah, honestly, that's because, far northeastern side, I mean, you got the lake here, which, lake effect snow is a big thing, for the upper country. It's a very big thing, for like the Ohio Valley, the northern Ohio Valley, and especially the northeast. The northeastern Ohio Valley and especially the northeast. More the interior northeast here has a very big, very, very big issue with, with lake effect snow and all that stuff. But like I said, this event is not necessarily lake effect. I mean, this is more of an Arctic. Uh-oh, we got a snow squall warning here. That just now popped up. Sound the alarms, everybody. Got to get those alarms going here. We got ourselves a snow squall warning now in effect here for areas of northern New York. For areas here towards, okay, this is for areas of Plattsburgh, New York, Peru, let's see here, Dannemora, Altona, let's see, Moors, which is interesting, Ellenberg, we have Rouse Point, we have Burke, we have Malone, there's some really weird names over here. Let's see, Dickinson, we have Santa Clara inside of this here as well. Once again, these are snow squall warnings here. Let's actually talk about this here. A dangerous snow squall is located on a line extending from 20 miles south of St. Regis to 11 miles northwest of Morristown, moving east at 65 miles per hour. So that's actually moving at a pretty quick rate here. Let me actually move this over here. So moving east at 65 miles an hour. Hazard, intense bursts of heavy snow, gusty winds leading to blowing snow, and rapidly falling visibilities. Wind gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Source radar indicated travel will become difficult and potentially dangerous within minutes. Highway 37, Highway 11, St. Lawrence County, New York will be affected. Locations impacted include Potsdam, Massena, let's see here, Governor, portions of Canton, Ogdensburg, Norfolk. We have Lisbon, Louisville. We have Mora, DeKalb, Bangor, Fowler. There's some weird names. Parishville, Fort Covington, Colton, Bombay, Massena International Airport, Richardsfield, Helena, Burke, and Hammond. Those areas is included with that. So obviously, once again, this is a snow squall warning just now popped up here, y'all, for areas of northern New York. Pretty much the entire state of northern New York is included with this. And I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of that black overlay here, or the black background here, because it's a little difficult to see. We're gonna bring this back up to the light view. Sorry for the people's eyes I just blinded, but this is obviously a good thing we need to have for. Obviously we need this so we can actually see things. But yeah, for northern New York there. Which there's Vermont there. This is just for northern New York at the moment. Once again, it's a big possibility here. Let's see, Plattsburgh. Maybe there's a camera over here. Let's see, PURGH live. Doing anything I can for y'all. We're trying to find some cameras for y'all. Let's see here, Plattsburgh. Oh, maybe. I might have found one. Maybe. Hold on. Okay. Oh, wow. I think. I don't know if this is live or not, but we're gonna share this here. I mean, it's not even really moving. Hardly even moving. Let's see. My eyes, crystal. Yeah, light mode's not a good thing. Oh, let's see. South Burlington, Plattsburgh here. Oh, whoa. Hold up. Hold up. That might be snow. We might have a live camera here of snow. Okay, this one's live. For some reason, some of these don't work and some do. Like, see, this one's obviously working. Because we got the flashing light and stuff. St. Albans camera. Oh, that's pretty out there. But no snow on those cameras. Of course, the ones that do work, it's not really snowing. Yeah, I don't think that. Interested. Let's see here. I'm jealous of my internet speed. I don't think it's the internet speed. I think it's just the non-responsive website here. I mean, because like I'm streaming and everything like that. I mean, it's fine. Interesting though. Let's see, Plattsburgh. Just trying to find some live cameras throughout here. Oh, ooh. There we go. Okay, that might be one. This is in, let's see, Point Bay? Where's Point Bay at? Charlotte, Vermont? Is that close to where we're looking? Okay, let's see here. We're going to bring up fancy old Google Maps here. We're doing some serious looking here. Alright, let's do this. So, let's see. Point Bay. So, where is this at? That's not right. That can't be right. Let's see. Oh, Point Bay or Mariana. However you say that. Let's see. Ooh, maybe. Okay, that makes sense. So that's... I mean, it's not far away. That live camera we just pulled up, that's really not far away from where we have this camera here. It does not look like it is snowing there, but anyways, it probably will be soon. I tell you what, I'm gonna change back that change back the background here. From it being light mode, we're gonna change it to gray mode. Let's see your gray presentation there. That should make things a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Not as not as bright, which is crazy. Let's see here. Anti-Spiral says I'm gonna have to go. Have a good night, peeps. Yeah, you too, Anti. Thank you for joining us. Anyways, let's see here. Can I check on Kansas City? Nothing's going on for Kansas City, Haley. We're not looking at personal forecasts right now. Like I said, we're doing, mostly coverage for the areas here in the Northeast, but there is nothing happening other than just high pressure we talked about yesterday for you. But, anyways. But, yeah, nothing going on for you. You're good. But, like I said, yeah, we have the live camera in Syracuse at the moment, in which, eventually Syracuse will be impacted by this, so we'll have to keep an eye out here for the Syracuse region. So Syracuse is right here, you can see. Look here at the radar towards Syracuse. I mean, yeah, I think it's just a radar glitch. I don't think there's anything falling in that region. Yeah, let's move back here towards Buffalo. Yeah, areas south of Buffalo, though, I think we're getting some decent snowfall falling here now. But like I said, we take a look here over towards Montreal. I mean, we got this big snow squall right there. You see that line right there? That's the snow squall. That's the that's the main thing. Honestly, I would not even be surprised if there was any thunder snow in this. I would not be surprised. I mean, typically with these strong snow squalls, with the amount of friction that's in the lower atmosphere. Honestly, I would not be surprising if there is maybe a little bit of thunder snow out of this here, which we'll see. We will see. Like I said, right here towards Montreal, though, we're getting ready to get hit here pretty good. We do have a live camera in Montreal here at the moment. We're going to pull up here for you right now. So, yeah, here's the live camera in Montreal at the moment. Really nothing happening right now as of yet. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on this camera here as this line is approached near these regions. It's getting closer. It's definitely getting closer. Like I said, Montreal, there's the line right there. It's getting there. Let's see here. What are they saying? Lots of snow, cold/wind, or both. It's going to be a lot of snow with this, with this Arctic frontal boundary here, and we have the winds that's going to be pushing behind it, and then we got the temperatures as a result as well. So we're going to see those temperatures, some areas here in the north, maybe around -20, -30 being possible, especially for like northern Maine. Gonna get cold. Very, very cold here. Absolutely. But once again, everybody, we have a snow squall warning here. About 45 minutes to go. This has gotten issued here not too long ago. This is in effect here. Like I said, wind gusts up to 35 miles an hour, which is not terrible. I mean, 35 mile an hour winds is not that bad. But look at the speed of that thing. Moving east at 65. So that is a screaming front. Like I said, that is a screaming front there. I mean, it is a moving. It is definitely moving. Which, like I said, obviously that's a bit concerning. You know, just a bit concerning here. But anyways, like I said, guys, I mean, if you have any questions throughout this, feel free to let me know. And if you're new to the channel, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, my friends. Once again, thank you all. Uh-oh, we got an alert coming through here. But consider hitting that subscribe button, my friends. Be greatly appreciated. Let's go and tune into this alert here. We're gonna turn this up a bit.
The National Weather Service in Buffalo has issued a snow squall warning for Wayne County, northeastern Livingston County, southeastern Orleans County, Cayuga County, southwestern Oswego County, northeastern Genesee County, Monroe County, northern Ontario County, until 10 p.m.
Yeah, we're moving here towards
At 8:59 p.m., a dangerous snow squall was located along a line extending from 7 miles north of Chimney Bluff State Park to Byron, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard, intense bursts of heavy snow and gusty winds leading to blowing snow and rapidly falling visibility. Wind gusts greater than 40 miles per hour. Source, radar and webcams. Impact, travel will become difficult and potentially dangerous within minutes. This includes the following highways: Interstate 390 between exits 8 and 12. Interstate 90 between exits 43 and 47. Locations impacted include Rochester, Greece, Irondequoit, Chilai, Fulton, Canandaigua, Brockport, Geneseo, East Rochester, and Hilton. Slow down.
Yeah, it's gonna
Rapid changes in visibility and road conditions are expected with this dangerous snow squall. Be alert for sudden whiteout conditions.
All right. All right. Well, you guys heard that. You guys heard that there. We now have ourselves a snow squall warning here towards Rochester. This is probably, we're going to turn that back to the camera. This is probably going to be popping up here very soon. But it did say East Rochester, which obviously is probably around in this region here. So a lot of these areas is probably getting ready to get this. So we'll wait here just a second. It'll probably pop up here soon. But anyways, but like I said, I mean, hey, we're starting to see some more activity popping up here. Like I said, this is starting to bring some pretty nasty snow here. But like I said, we do have some live cameras here once the time comes to look at them. We have some... Yeah, we got some all around here. So if you have any... we're gonna take a look at a few of these here. We have some towards... let's see. Towards Rochester. I don't think we have any towards Rochester. I think we have some towards Syracuse, though. Yes, we do have some towards Syracuse. Let's try the Syracuse camera right now. Which it does not look like... Okay, it does not look like there's much happening on these cameras at the moment. But anyways. Let's see. Video feed on all these guys. We're going to get all these rolling. Yeah, so it does not look like the main line has hit Rochester yet, or sorry, Syracuse region yet. So that's gonna be happening here in a little bit. Anyways, let's see here. 40 mile an hour winds is a tropical storm. Essentially, yeah, tropical storm force winds is about 39 or higher. Yep. What's that snow thing you keep talking about? Snow squall. So basically, you know what a squall line is, essentially. You know, a thunderstorm squall line. Basically, a long line of storms. And in this case, it's a long line of heavy snow, essentially. So basically, what a snow squall warning is essentially saying that there is, you know, a big front moving through, delivering whiteout conditions. I mean, like, it's basically a short burst blizzard, essentially. It's a short burst blizzard that only lasts typically 1 to 2 hours, if that. But like I said, they can deliver all kinds of concerns from heavy winds to, you know, blowing snow. Obviously, you know, really quick rates of snowfall and everything like that. So obviously that's kind of the thing. You know, that's kind of the thing here. There we go. We just now seen these pop up here. Wow, they really went out for this. They did not include Syracuse for this yet, but there's the main line right here towards Oswego, here towards Williamstown here. Winds are gusting up to 29. It's like sudden heavy snowfall with high winds, I believe. Yeah, essentially. Yep, essentially. But anyways, but that's that. So you can see right there, that's where that's where it's at right now. Towards Oswego, towards Rochester. Let's see, is there any cameras? We're gonna try to find some cameras here. Which, let me go see if I can pull some up. Hopefully we can find some. Here we go. Oh, okay. Now this is interesting. So here, this is popping up here, guys. This is an image as of 4 minutes ago here towards Oswego. We got some snow on there. What sucks is that they're not actually. Let's see here. Oswego. Man, why can't we just have any website that just pulls up everything? Yeah, there's just really no good. There's really no good cameras on there. But anyways, but like I said, yeah, it's really starting to move towards Oswego here at the moment. Let me try to find another one. Oh, well, that's from 3 years ago. But yeah, the snow is picking up there. That's for sure. We had some lightning snow now in Henderson, New York. Wow. Like I said, I was telling you guys, I mean, I have a feeling that is not going to be whoa, here we go. They just now basically centered these all together. We've got a new snow squall warning here for Watertown. Ooh, things are really kicking now. Holy cow. You know, that just all kind of happened in a matter of like an hour span. You know, we were here for, we've been live here a little over an hour now. And it just suddenly happened. I mean, it just went from, there's the snow squall, to warnings, all the way up from northern New York, all the way down, you know, towards East Buffalo, essentially. Which is crazy. Like I said, it just all really happened at once. Now, like I said, Oswego looks pretty rough there. I mean, we're literally seeing the DBZ values here around 30 and higher in some areas, 35. That, like I said, that's heavy snow. I mean, that is like whiteout snow, which is definitely really, really crazy. Let's see here. Cam in Greece, New York. Let's see here. Maybe there's a few of them. Yeah, hopefully we can find some cameras here. Like I said, if y'all find any cameras and if you'd like to share them, tag us on Twitter at NWW1162, and we'll see what we can do with that. Yeah, I'm only finding still pictures of those. Interesting. Uh-oh. I think our weather radar went out there for a second. I don't know if it's a connection interference because of the snow or what's going on here. Let's see here. I'm home in East Tennessee with a cup of hot cocoa. Just made chocolate chip cookies. Wow. I'm in total lazy mode right now. Gotcha. Caden says hi. What's up, Caden? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Like I said, everything's really starting to kick off here now. I mean, like I said, we really have, a lot of snow squall warnings being issued for a lot of these areas here. I mean, we can really start to see this here towards Oswego. Really starting to pop off here. Which I need to find some live cameras here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got some cameras. Holy cow! A little bit of a flash warning for you guys, but what the heck is going on here now? Why is the... Wait, hold on a second. There you go. Really showing that. Alright, let's turn that off here. It's getting a little annoying there. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look at that. Look at those live conditions down there, y'all. See that? Look at that street lamp. Like, look at that. I mean, you can really see just how much snow is coming out of that right now. Holy cow, dude! That's... Yeah, that'll really throw up those accumulations here pretty quickly. You know, that'll really ramp them up. Let's see, are we still having that? Yep, weather radio still being annoying. I don't know why it's doing that. That's the sound of a WR120 alert coming through. Let's see, we're gonna switch over here to a different one here. We got, that was Rochester. Let's try Syracuse. Let's see here. Syracuse, New York. Okay, that one's better. That one's not completely screaming. But holy cow, dude, it is really coming down here. Yeah, once again, this is in Oswego. Okay, so that is just straight up in Oswego right now. Once again, take a look here back at the radar view for one split second. You know, that's what's going on there. Which is definitely crazy. So yeah, there's Oswego. That's where the camera is located at. Let's see, Montreal. Oh yeah, it's gonna be hitting Montreal soon. We do have a live camera in Montreal, so that's good. We'll keep you informed with that. But let's move back here to this, guys. I said we have a live camera right now. We better use it, you know. I mean, because like I said, this thing's moving quick, so it's gonna be kind of hard to capture. There's a dude out there. You see him? What's that dude doing? He's just walking out and that stuff. I mean, if it was me, I'd probably be doing the same thing. I mean, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't advise to it, but let's see. You can see the wind too. Yeah, you really can. I mean, you can see. Yeah, look right there at the tree. I mean, you can see it just slicing right through. Yeah, it's getting pretty crazy out there. Let's see here. So okay, so that live camera on my main screen, guys, that we have, which I'll go and show you real quickly. This one that's just right above me, that one, that's in Syracuse. So that's the area that's getting ready to get hit here, probably within the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah, probably in the next 20 minutes or so. That should be getting hit there. But overall, I mean, seriously, maybe he's out of toilet paper. That's pretty funny. Who knows? I mean, maybe this dude has to take a run. Oh, look at that! The wind's coming right there at the camera. You see that? Whatever it was, there was something that was blowing right at the bottom of the camera here. But look at that! Look at those lights. I mean, you can see the. Uh-oh. Would not advise it, dude. Would not advise it. What are you doing? Well, that's dangerous. Would not recommend that. I mean, look at that. Look at the road. I mean, you can see the roads are already starting to be covered. You too, dude. If I could build like a barrier right there, I would. Do not hit the wall. Hits the wall anyways. But like I said, you can see the roads there. I mean, they're already covered. And what was this? Like a few minutes ago, this has just been happening? Let's see. Cool says, where's his camera? This is in Oswego, which is basically far. It's just north of Syracuse, not far away from Syracuse at all. It's about probably 30 minutes northwest of Syracuse, which I'll show you the map right quick. Which, there you go. There's Syracuse, there's Oswego. But anyways, that is That's kicking pretty good there. Like I said, we also have Montreal. Wait, why do I have... Okay, no, that's Syracuse. That's right above me. I was about to say, why do I have... I got it mixed up there for a second. Look at that. You can really see the snow now. No, it's not in Panama. I think this is a little too far up north to be Panama. I mean, Panama is like straight at the equator. But anyways, but like I said, I mean, seriously, that is getting pretty interesting, y'all. I mean, like I said, that yeah, those conditions are horrible. I mean, look at the snow blow up against the camera here. This camera must be pointing north. I would assure you that this camera is definitely pointing north here. Look at the tree. The contrast from the tree with the white snow, you can see it right there, coming right up. Which is interesting. But you can also see the little street lamps down here too. Let's see. Oswego is between Syracuse and Watertown, New York. Watertown does have a live camera in the town center. Gotcha. Now, I think we lucked out with this camera here. What you said, there's one in Watertown. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, there is. Yeah, here's a live camera in. Here, let's switch back over to this real quickly. Yeah, there is a live camera here. In Watertown, New York, which we'll switch to that here right now. So this is Watertown right now. Which is what we're seeing here. Well, let's see where Watertown's at. So Watertown, New York. Okay, so yeah, they've actually mostly, let's see. Okay, so yeah, if we look here on the radar view, they've already gotten their part of it. I mean, like I said, there's Watertown right there. Yeah, Oswego's there, so we're gonna have to really watch out for the Oswego one. Man, if we would have just caught that there a few minutes ago, though, we would have had another view there, you know. But I mean, the snow's still coming down pretty good. I mean, seriously, look how much snow has already fallen there. I mean, those cars that moved through already made that path, and those roads I'm pretty sure were clear when we first started looking at this camera. And like I said, you know, Syracuse is about to get hit here. Terry says that's the square in Watertown. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy stuff, y'all. Like I said, just please don't go out in all this. I mean, try to avoid this. I mean, this is some dangerous stuff to be navigating through. You know, not just the snow, but the winds too. For poor visibilities, wind, snow. I mean, it's just not a good thing. Not a good thing to be traveling through. I assume that these areas here, that the snow will probably start calming down here soon. I believe they're getting on the back inside. Like I said, this system is moving at a pretty fast speed too. Like I said, it's moving around 65 miles per hour, which that's a pretty fast moving frontal boundary. You know, that is definitely cranking. That's for sure. Look at that. Y'all see this? Over there. Watch that. There's big waves, big bursts of snow that just went like this, went that way. Which, look closely, there might be more of them. Yeah, there you go. There's one right there that just moved through. There you go. Yeah, there's a lot of big gusts that just push a whole bunch of, snow. I mean, look at this. Look down there at this bush right here. I mean, you can see how much it's starting to sway a bit. Which, I mean, that's starting to move. Let's see, easy 2-3 inches. I'm sure. I'm sure. Do I think New York City will get some snow out of this? Probably not. I was actually looking at New York City earlier. It looks like it's going to be breaking down by the time it gets to New York City. But yeah, like areas like Syracuse, I mean, those areas are going to be getting hit by it. But like I said, I mean, this is still pretty far away from New York City there, so I really don't have any high hopes on it lasting that long. I mean, theoretically, a few snow showers could exist. That dude is running. You see that dude? But I don't think this is really going to do anything for you. I live in Iowa. I get snow and severe weather, as well as including tornadoes. That sounds about like Iowa to me. I mean, pretty brutal winters and pretty brutal springs. That definitely seems like Iowa. That's for sure. Seems like a lot of the Central Plains, honestly. You know, the plains is a big curveball essentially. I mean, you can get some nasty tornado outbreaks and severe weather outbreaks and stuff like that, and you can also get some nasty winter storms too, which is crazy. But anyways, well, that's that here. Once again, we're gonna take a look here at the radar real quickly. Let's see here. Super Snow Squall Kate is the storm's name. I made it. Or I made. Huh. So this name is Kate, I guess. You want to call it Kate? Anyways, this is east of Rochester now. Like I said, yeah, Syracuse. I mean, y'all are about to get pounded here. Y'all see that? There's the heart of Syracuse, and there's Oswego. Like I said, that live camera we were looking at there is in Oswego. It honestly does look like conditions have slowed down a bit, have improved a bit in Oswego, at least from where the camera's at. I mean, things don't look as crazy now. But those roads were connecting here. Hold up. Are you back? Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, y'all. We had a bit of problems here. Apparently the stream went off here for a moment. But we're back. Hopefully we're good. Let's see. Yeah, we get tornadoes, derechos last spring, summer. We also had like 2 feet of snow on the ground. Not good. Yeah, that is not good at all. Yeah, for some reason, guys, the camera or the stream cut out for a second. Once again, sorry about that. So let's go ahead and retry to get that going again. There we go. All right. Derechos and tornadoes can spawn in rare cases. Sometimes, yeah, sometimes across those regions. But are we back, guys? Like I said, sorry about that, y'all. There's just some little problem that happened. I don't know what happened. Probably all the excessive amounts of camera loading I've been doing here. Look at their power is still on cold, plus no power sucks. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's not good stuff there at all. Anyways, yeah, back here to the radar view. Like I said, right there, we are seeing ourselves, like I said, Syracuse. I mean, yeah, you guys are in line for something interesting. Montreal, we have a live camera over here, too. Oh, yeah, Montreal's about to get it here. Let's see, temperature 28, 22 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Yeah, it's getting ready to hit pretty good. Holy cow, yeah, this is getting ready to hit Quebec, too. Let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna shut down some cameras here. We got a lot of cameras going on at the moment. Dude, I just realized we had like 7 streams running. Holy cow. Okay, this is in Montreal. We're gonna keep that camera there. Okay. Alright, let's take a look here. A little update here towards Montreal. Like I said, here's the live camera here in Montreal at the moment. The roadways look pretty okay as of now. But the conditions are getting bad. Wow, do y'all see that? Is that a shelf cloud? I don't know. That might be a cold core shelf cloud there. You know, with this Arctic frontal boundary. That is that's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I mean, look at that. You see that big cloud shelf there? Like I said, shelf clouds are usually associated with, like, you know, they can be associated with, you know, Arctic fronts. But that looks like a possible shelf cloud there. Holy cow. Okay, guys, latest radar here. Latest radar really has been kicking up here, which is pretty crazy. Oswego, yeah, getting hit there pretty good. Like I said, moving there towards Syracuse. You know, definitely moving pretty crazy. You know, like I said, we have some live cameras in Syracuse, and we also have one up here, like I said, up towards Montreal, which, like I said, Montreal is getting ready to get hit by this here relatively soon, too. So, we got some cameras for days at this point. But let's move back here to Oswego. Yeah, I mean, it's still coming down pretty good in Oswego here. Moving on back here to this. Which, you can see right in there. I mean, it's not as crazy as it was. That's for sure. Let's see here. It's hard to believe we had our 5th warmest January on record. That's crazy. But anyways, but that's all that, y'all. I mean, seriously, this is it looks like a lot of it's calmed down a bit, but look at that. You can still see a lot of snow going past the lights there on that little lamp. Which is crazy. But yeah, that's there in Oswego. But look at this, Montreal. I mean, you guys are about to get well, the National Weather Service here in America, I don't think they don't issue for Environment Canada issues their warnings in Canada. So I'm sure there's already warnings on it. At least I hope there is for Montreal. So, I mean, shoot, yeah, they are about to get blasted here soon. I mean, like I said, I mean, this is pretty crazy here. It's getting very close, and like I said, the movement of this guy is like 65 miles an hour too. There's more people traveling on that road. Once again, not a good idea. Would not recommend it. But places like Montreal, where we have cameras. We have a live camera in Montreal here. Like I said, the one that's getting ready to get hit there. We also do have one in Syracuse, too. Which Syracuse right now is not under a squall warning, but they probably will be here soon. They probably will be soon here. Interesting. Let's see if we can move back here. Let's see. We have. Okay, that's good. Nothing there. Oh, hold up. Yeah, let's keep an eye on this one here. Like I said, that looks like the base of a shelf cloud, which is interesting. That looks like a base of a shelf cloud there. And I can assume to you, or I can tell you, once that cloud moves over this camera, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of conditions we're going to see out of this here. I mean, it's going to be kicking pretty good. You know, it's going to be kicking out there. I mean, we're going to have some visibilities drop into like 0, near 0. So I assume that the traffic, I mean, just remember it. Just remember the way the camera is now, okay? Give it a little bit. You know, we'll wait for this line to move through. They just now issued more warnings, including Syracuse now. Now Syracuse is under a snow squall warning. Just FYI, y'all. There you go. Here's a new view. Yeah, so Syracuse is now under a snow squall warning here. Which, holy cow, dude, look how, yeah, Montreal is right on the brink of this here. And I'm telling you guys, you're about to see something crazy. You are about to see something crazy on this camera right here. Just saying, it looks clear right now, but you see that big dark cloud up in front? That is the beginning of this Arctic frontal system. I just noticed something. Is that ice? Is all of this ice that's rushing? Is that ice? Holy cow, that's crazy if it is. But I feel like we should stay on this camera here for a few minutes because, like I said, it's gonna really start kicking here in a moment. I mean, we're gonna start to see you know, a lot of crazy stuff here. Caden says thank you for streaming, no problem. Haley says the same. You're very welcome, y'all. Might be ice, I can't tell. I don't know. Where's this camera? This one in particular is in Montreal, Canada. Which I'll show you where that's at. If you don't know where Montreal, Canada is, basically right here. I mean, look at this. Look at this nasty line that's moving through here. Getting ready to move through. Like I said, right here in Montreal, I mean, the visibility you're about to see is going to go from this, what it is right now, here in a few moments once this system hits. I mean, it's just going to turn sour. It's going to turn sour real quick. I mean, we're talking like really quick. It's going to be diving down here, which is just nuts. Also, I'm noticing there's a lot more traffic on the left-hand side than on the right-hand side. So is that people trying to run away from it? I don't know. But the people going towards it, they're about to run into some problems here. But see that white background there? I think that might be the snow. All of that there. That might be the snow and the reflection of the city lights. Let's see. In Montreal, you can see the snow moving in between the buildings in the left and snow wall. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I see what you mean. I mean, that is definitely the snow wall right there. You know, that's exactly what I was just talking about there. Is that right there, my friends, I think that's the snow wall. I'm pretty sure. Because you see how white it is? It's basically just reflecting the city lights, essentially. I mean, let me do something for you guys. I'm gonna do something for y'all. Because I know there's some people that want me to look at radar, or that want to look at radar, which I got you. So just give it 1 second, you guys. Sorry about the weird stuff happening on the screen right now. I'm just kind of working with y'all real quickly. Just kind of throwing a radar view up there. Perfect. Just like that. So now you guys got radar up here too. But there you go. But yeah, Montreal, I mean, you guys are, y'all are in for something. I tell you what, it's about to get pretty crazy over here. You know, it's getting ready to start kicking pretty good. And like I said, you know, with these snow squalls and stuff like that, honestly, you know, we might be seeing perhaps, you know, snow rates here, maybe up to 1 to 3 inches per hour. You know, honestly, that's a possibility there. And like I said, you know, with that, with the snow accumulation, that like I said, with the snow accumulations there, that the National Weather Service has right there, it basically says that there's some areas that could see up to 3 to 5 inches of snow. Why are we buffering here? There we go. Are we losing? Oh yeah, look at that. No, you know what? That right there. On the left of the bridge. Now I see it, the dark stuff. For some reason I was thinking it was a reflection of the lights coming off of that, but no, I think, yeah, that's it right there. Right here. Yeah, now I know what you're saying there. Could snow squalls make tornadoes? Not particularly, no. No, I don't think that there's going to be any tornado concern here. Snow wall left the bridge by small buildings. It's dark blue. Here, let me move my camera here. That way you guys can see this. Because, I mean, this is something worth looking at. Let's see. There we go. Alright, we're moving my camera here. There we go. Yeah, let's just move my camera there for a second. But that right there, y'all see this? That right there. That's the line there. So this must be looking at a diagonal view. Look at the radar in the top right here. It must be looking at an angle like this. Or, no, probably something like this. It's probably pointing north, actually. Holy cow, you guys. It is about to go down here. I mean, Let's see. Do y'all see that pole right there? Y'all see that thing starting to wobble a little bit? Yeah, those winds are picking up. And they sure will. I wonder if we'll see any thunder snow here. What do y'all think? You think this thunder snow might be possible with this one? Let me actually do it. I'm going to do a vote for y'all. Because I think we should. Let's go and do that. So I want to know y'all's opinion on this here. Yeah, I want to know y'all's opinion on this here. So let's start a new poll. Let's see. Do you think this will have thunder snow with it? Question mark. And you guys are going to have to say yes or no. Like I said, I just want to see y'all's votes on this. You know, because like I said, I mean, the models were really supporting some heavy stuff. I mean, models were really 2 out of 2 3 votes. Everyone's saying yes so far. Oh, someone said no. Got 4 votes. 3 say yes. 1 says no. Starting to go down a little bit. Okay, that's interesting. Like I said, I will mention that a lot of the models were supporting, I mean, very, very heavy snowfall. I mean, we're talking like rapid rates and stuff. Look at that thing get closer now. Holy cow. Yeah, y'all see that right there? That's the squall line. That's the band there. Pool says I definitely think so. All alone says nope. I think we want thunder snow, says remarkably average. Yeah, probably. Only because we want it to. Let's see, we got a new warning coming through. Let's see, we're going to wait for this little WR120 alerts to go through. Okay, you can stop now. Come on! That is so annoying. Like, we get the point! Okay. Well, there's a new snow squall warning if y'all haven't noticed. Let's see. So you can see the radar view just above me. Let's see. So they have that. Yeah, this is getting ready to move through Montreal. Like I said, that's right where the camera's at now. Oh my. That is getting ready to happen now. Look at that. The new update just came through. And that is showing some heavy stuff. Still doing it? It's still doing it. It is literally still doing it. Let's see here. Alright, what's our votes at now here? 75% of people say yes. Out of this vote here. Which we have 16 votes. 16 people voted on this, and 75% of everybody says yes, there is likely going to be snow, some thunder snow on this one. I don't know. That's interesting. We'll see what happens. You know. I mean, I think we really need to stick on this camera here for a little bit. I will mention this is a few minutes behind. You see, it's at 33. The current time is about 5 minutes behind, but still. It's conditions that have recently happened, which I'm sure now. The time being at the moment, I'm sure there's plenty of snow right now falling for these areas. But like I said, you can really start to see that line start to creep up there, you know, on the western flank. Which is different. Let's see, winds are moving left to right. The snow, let's see, the snow wall. I do believe there could be lightning snow. I just seen my town, Montreal, isn't too far from me. I got you. Yeah, like I said, I honestly, me being, you know, weather forecaster and stuff like that, I really do believe that there is going to be some, you know, thunder snow associated with this. Because once you start to get, like, very high saturation, you know, regarding this, I mean, we have some, you know, big, thick clouds full of snow. And that's why the snow is coming down so hard, is because it's just so much of it. And the friction between those ice crystals in the upper atmosphere, creates static electricity, which obviously then could zap the ground. If the negatives and positives connect, which I think so. I mean, there even could be intra-cloud lightning. It's definitely a possibility there. But anyways, we'll see. We'll see what happens here, y'all. We'll see. What pops up here. Is that thing still going on? Let's double check on that radio. Oh my gosh! It is still beeping. Let's try to... I'm going to try to reload it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're going to switch back. That's in Syracuse. Let's see. Another one we have... Yeah, we got a lot of options here, actually. We have Rochester, which... let's see. Buffalo radar. Okay, we'll switch to Rochester. Well... Now, we'll switch to Middleville. Middleville, New York. Okay, this is good. Alright, we're going to end the vote, y'all. We had 20 votes. And the results... Let's see here. In poll, there we go. Alright, the results here, 75% people said yeah. There was 20 votes out of people. Holy cow. Heavy moisture, snow, watch out for snow shoveling, very dangerous for heart attacks, sadly. That's, oh God, look at that. That is just creeping so close to the camera. I think we might get thunder snow in New York. Probably. Let's see here. We still have our camera, by the way. Remember. Okay, this is in... Alright, so we still have our Syracuse camera, remember. Which, Syracuse... Oh yeah, so we're gonna see Montreal get hit first, and then we're gonna take a look, and we're gonna see Syracuse get hit here, because like I said, we have live cameras in both. But like I said, yeah, that's Syracuse there. Like I said, the camera we're looking at now. Okay, here comes another warning. Hopefully, it doesn't do this stupid thing here. Oh my gosh, it's a different one. Come on, just don't do this forever. Oh.
The National Weather Service from Albany has issued a snow squall warning for
We'll turn this up, y'all.
Hamilton County in eastern New York, northern Herkimer County in eastern New York, until 10:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That radar blends in with the sky. You see that?
At 9:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, a dangerous snow squall was located 7 miles northwest of Big Moose, or 13 miles north of Old Forge, moving east at 35 miles per hour.
There it is,
Hazard,
right there.
Intense bursts of heavy snow.
That's
Gusty
the
winds
line. It's
leading
right
to
there.
blowing snow and
Literally right
visibility
there.
rapidly falling to less than 1/4 mile. Wind gusts greater than 35 miles per hour. Source, radar indicated. Impact, travel will become difficult and potentially dangerous within minutes. This includes Route 28 near Old Forge. Locations impacted include Indian Lake, Speculator, Old Forge, Inlet, Blue Mountain Lake, Lake Eaton Campground, Brown Track Pond Campground, Big Moose, Lake Durham Campground, 8th Lake Campground, Louis Lake Campground, McKeever, Golden Beach Campground, Limekiln Lake Campground, Nix Lake Campground, Eagle Bay.
Hey guys, y'all see the snow? Right in there. Watch right there. You'll see a few flurries moving up.
4th Lake Public Campground, Roquette Lake, Alger Island Public Campground, and Long Lake. Slow down. Rapid changes in visibility and road conditions are expected with this dangerous snow squall. Be alert for sudden whiteout conditions. Consider avoiding or delaying travel
there's a
until the
few-
snow squall passes your location. If you must travel, use extra caution and allow extra time. Rapid changes in visibility and slick road conditions may lead to accidents.
Okay.
A dangerously cold air mass will spread into the region.
Okay, so that's that. So let's hold on a second. So we just seen a little bit of snow. The distance of visibility is halved. It has, and it's getting so close. Oh my gosh, I don't think you all realize what's about to happen here. Like, look at the sky. It's all like dark gray now. That right there. Look at that. That's a big wall of snow. Like, that is... Holy cow. Oh, there it is. Here it comes. There it is. It's coming down. Okay, now remember, this happened at 40, so this was at 6 minutes ago. Oh my gosh, it is starting to come down now. Holy cow. Okay, so let's see how bad, let's see how quick these road conditions get bad. So remember, the snow started happening here at in the stream at 9:46 p.m. Right now it's 9:46 p.m. Eastern. Like, look, it went, look at the visibility. You can't even see it. You literally can't see that. Like, you can't even see into the city anymore. Here it comes. Oh my gosh, look how bad that just got. Dude, that just got horrible. Oh my gosh, that's probably going to get worse too. Like, you can't even see. You cannot even see the buildings hardly anymore. I mean, off in the distance, they're gone. Kind of like watching two trains about to hit head-on. You know it's going to be bad, but you can't turn away, essentially. But look at it now. Like, that happened in the middle, or in the matter of just seconds. I mean, it went from the first little flurry to light snow to just heavy, full-on snow. Holy cow, you all! That is just crazy. But let's see how long it takes to make these roads hazardous. Like I said, it started doing this. Car slamming on brakes. Yeah, I mean, you can see more brake lights now. Yeah, look at that. You see a lot more brake lights. Oh my gosh, dude. I am so glad we went live tonight. Like, holy cow, dude. This has been nuts. I mean, this has straight up been crazy. Like, yeah, this, I mean, goodness, you can't even see the buildings now. There's not even buildings there anymore. Yeah, look at all the brake lights now. Everyone's really... Visibility went from 10 to 0 real quick. Essentially, come on, stop buffering. No, camera offline. Oh, it's going to come back. Just give it a second. It does that. I've had it happen once already. I'm glad I went live too. Yeah, me too. Holy cow, you can hardly even see in front of you. Like, look up here. Look how, like, black it is. Oh my gosh, dude, that snow is coming down. Oh my gosh. Wow, where did I get that camera from? I looked up, what was it? Montreal, Canada live camera, and that's what I saw. But holy cow, you guys, things have turned for the worse. I tell you what. Good God. Like, oh look, now, oh, the camera's now getting hit. Oh no, we're gonna lose sight of the camera. Look, the camera's starting to collect snow now. Oh man. Y'all, this is some crazy stuff. Look at all those speeders. Yeah, for real. Yeah, and you still got people cruising on by here. Yeah, like I said. Is it me, or do you see there already accumulation on the ground there? Do you guys see that? As a trucker, it infuriates me seeing people drive unsafe in the type of weather. Yeah, me too. As a weather person and doing all this work to alert people of things, oh my god, the camera's getting covered now. But it's just crazy. I mean, a lot of people just have to get to their destination. You know, they have to get there in a timely manner. You know, during all of this mess here, and like I said, I mean, it's just crazy. You know, they have to get there. I mean, this is a bridge too. I mean, this is straight up a bridge. I mean, if you crash, who knows? You could go overboard, which obviously is not good. The wind is going to destroy the calves. Yeah, look at that. The camera is just completely... Yeah, the snow has covered the whole entire camera at this point. Like, there ain't nothing left in this camera. Oh my gosh. Park it, call it a day, yeah. For real, I mean, you literally can't see anything anymore. I mean, you straight up cannot see a thing. Let's see, can I go back anytime? Oh man, I wish I could. How I can see clearly through the sand. Yeah, you can't see through the camera anymore. All right, we're going to switch back to radar here for a minute, y'all. Let's see. So we also, remember, we have a live camera here, and we're going to have to go through this all again here in Syracuse, but there's just no more Montreal camera. This camera is done. But oh my god, switch to Syracuse cam, question mark. Yeah, there's the Syracuse cam above us. We're probably going to have to, you know what? Yeah, we're going to do that now here. We're going to actually switch to Syracuse cam to the full screen here. Okay. We're now at Syracuse. Back where conditions are calm. Let's see, TRG says, I have a friend in Syracuse, New York. Let them know. You know, let them know what's going on there. I mean, things are awfully crazy. I tell you what. Let's see how far off Syracuse is from getting this. Can't be too far, because I remember a little bit ago they were actually really close. Oh, yeah. Look, there's Syracuse right there. There's that line. So, yeah, we're gonna have to watch this again. We're gonna be going through the snow squall again, y'all. Only this time in the suburbs. We're gonna see it from the suburbs view. Hopefully the camera doesn't get covered in snow like the last one. I mean, that camera took no... Like I said, that camera took no time at all. You know? I got caught in a blizzard in the beginning of the year. I was in Minnesota, had to shut down in Iowa as visibility was literally zero, nada. Yeah, you don't want to risk yourself in that. I mean, there is no reason to be risking your life in that kind of... yeah, there's no reason to be risking your life in that kind of weather. I mean, it's just not worth it. I got a video. Give me a second. All right. Let's see. Ooh, downtown Syracuse. Nice job. Thank you. Yeah. So Syracuse probably going to be getting hit here soon. Here's the current radar view. I know the right hand columns and the live camera is not there anymore. That's because we moved the Syracuse camera. But anyways, but like I said, yep, Syracuse is about to get hit here. I tell you what, we're going to take a look here back at the... Here's what we're going to do. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay, that camera has gotten worse. It is like a block of snow now. That's the Montreal camera. That's the Montreal camera we were just watching. Like... Holy cow. Let's see here. Pat says, Groundhog saw a shadow, 6 more weeks of winter. I bet someone will be seen walking their dog out in the snow squall when it comes through. Probably. But look at the camera now. There's nothing left on it. It is just completely gone. Like, okay, we're gonna pause that here for now. We're gonna stop the. We're gonna stop that for a minute. But we're gonna switch on over here. Let's see. What does this camera have? Okay, we have that one. Okay, so you guys remember the camera, the first cam we looked at? The one where we first seen the snow squall? Yeah, that's all cleared out now. It's not snowing anymore there, which is good, but just wanted to give you all a little update on that camera. There's nothing left in that one, so we're going to go ahead and close out of that. However, let's see, where is our... yeah, there we go. We need this camera here. Alright, we're switching back to... I'm reloading the camera, by the way. It's not buffering or anything. It's just it's loading. Well, I guess that's what buffering is. Not a connection issue, just reloading the camera. But anyways, like I said, yeah, we're about to get hit here soon. Yeah, it was bad. Just drove through Dallas. Freeze last night. A good 8 inches of ice on the shoulder from the plows, I'm assuming. Yeah. No, I mean it's been crazy. You know, we were tracking that the ice storm for the last 3 days. I mean, it's been a nasty one, for sure. I mean, it's been it was brutal. You know, we seen some areas here get you know, overall a half an inch of ice. You know, across like central Texas there, which was horrible. I mean, which was absolutely horrible. Anyways, let's go and see here. Someone's getting in their car. Okay, but let's see if the radar here. Once again, this is in Syracuse. Current conditions, 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Low humidity, but I guarantee you that's about to go back up. Yeah, dew point 17 Fahrenheit. Let's see. What is this station? 270 West. Interesting. But I'm really curious to see what's going to happen here with this, especially all these parked cars here. You know, with all these parked cars and stuff, we're going to see them accumulate snowfall, which is going to be interesting. Let's see here, Renee. What's up? Hope you're doing good. You're on top of it, Andrew. This is why everybody should subscribe to you. Well, thank you so much, Renee. Really appreciate it. Caden says I got to go for real. Good night. Good night, Caden. Thank you for joining us. Greatly appreciate it. Glad to have you here. But like I said, yeah, this camera we're looking at now is in Syracuse. And like I said, one we were just watching over a little bit ago, that one was in like I said, that one was in Montreal, which Montreal got absolutely whiteout all over. Watershed's here. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Say hello all. Sorry I'm late. No, you're good. No, you're joining in right on the action, actually. Like I said, we just a few moments ago, we were watching a camera in Montreal, like I was just saying here. And we seriously seen some pretty interesting things happen. I mean, we seen the wall come at us, and then we seen snow start, visibility drop to 0, and then the camera got covered in snow, and that was the end of it. What is this? Oh, okay, I was about to say, what is this person doing here? They're parallel parking, it looks like. Interesting. But yeah, we're gonna watch here because, like I said, Syracuse is about to get slammed here. Like I said, there's Syracuse right there, the radar just above me. That's all that. Let's see here. Kenneth says, "Hey Andrew, what's up? Hope you're doing good." Kevin says, "Too bad you can't get the camera from Carrier Dome, Weatherman Cam for a much larger horizon view." Well, honestly, I'm kind of glad we have this camera. the more I look at it, is this inside somewhere? Like, this is inside someone's apartment or something. Y'all see that? What is... That's like in someone's apartment. This camera is. Looking outside. I mean, it's still a good view. Still is a good view, I guess. But yeah. But once again, glad to have y'all here for tonight. And if there's anything we can do for you, let us know. But yep, Syracuse right there on the line. Like I said, it's right there on the line. We are very, 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 very close to it. Like I said, it's getting ready to move into areas of like Salina. It's already been through like Van Buren. Let's see here. Watertown, isn't that the CVC building? I have no idea. What does that say? Bar? Yeah, it's bar. There's a bar there, I guess. Alright, so we'll take 1 second, guys. And I'm going to show you all the closer view. Once again, sorry about the camera in the top left. We're using the Syracuse camera as the big one now, but here's a blew up version of the of all the activity going on here. Like I said, Syracuse, y'all are about to get hit here pretty good. We have a live camera in Albany by the time it goes over there. I don't know if we're going to be live by the time it goes over there, but we'll see. Holy cow, look how much it's already moved out of Montreal. You know, I'm half tempted to take a look here back at that camera there and see if there's... Oh, hold up. Y'all, we got camera back. It's at a different angle, though, but... Oh my god, you can still see the snow moving, though. You know, they must have moved the camera. Either that or the wind blew the camera over. No, but I think someone moved it. And they probably moved it towards the wind to knock all the snow off. Because like I said, this is mostly powdery snow, too, so it's easy to move. Easier to move. I would like a large order of fries, please. Yeah, make that, too. Let's see. Ben Joy says, Andrew, I love these live streams. Well, thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Andrew does a great job with the live stream. Thank you so much, guys. What the heck is that? What? Wait a minute. Is that a power line? What the heck was that? It was going back and forth. Like, this visibility is horrible. Yeah, you could tell that. You could tell me again. Yeah, once again, this is Montreal. I don't know. That it's still coming down there. I mean, you can look up there. You see that? Sasquatch says, yo, they got a wiper. Yeah, I don't know what that was. I think it was a power line. I don't know. We'll go with the wiper. I think that's pretty cool. That's funny. All right, let's move back here, guys. We're going to switch back to the Syracuse radar because, like I said, Syracuse is about to get pelted here in a moment. We'll keep that view up here. We'll take a look back at it in a few moments, and we'll see what's going on with it. But right now, we got to take a look here back at Syracuse because we got all that going on there. So let's go ahead and pull this back up. Oh, looks like the winds are actually picking up in Syracuse. Yeah, look at the tree here. Was the tree doing that before? Was it blowing in the wind? God, I can just already feel that cold air that's moving through. Hope y'all are staying warm. Sorry, I meant to say warm. I didn't say, dude. Hope y'all are staying warm. Let's see here. What's up, Hack? Hope you're doing good. I didn't even see you here. Let's see here. Is going great with the tools he has? Absolutely. Yeah, we're working with what we got here, y'all. You know, I'm very, very thankful for the cameras and stuff like that we have. Wind is picking up. Gotcha. Yeah, it definitely looks like it is. So I could, like I said, I literally can just feel that air just by sitting right here. Like, I bet that stuff bites. I mean, like I said, these areas is supposed to get very, very cold here soon, which is a bit concerning here. Let's move the radar over real quickly. That was in Montreal we were just looking at. Let's take a look here back at Syracuse. There we go. Oh, yeah. See, yep, Syracuse is right on that. Let's see. Sasquatch says, "Well, fellas, we'll be departing now. Have to be up at 3 a.m. Good night, everyone." Well, good night, Sasquatch. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, have a great night. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. I can hear strong winds north of Syracuse. So, remark, are you in Syracuse? Are you nearby? Yeah, like I said, Syracuse, I mean, y'all are about to get slammed here pretty good. Yeah, just get used to the camera here right now, y'all. I mean, it's gonna... Temps are that cold will burn your lungs. Sound weird, but it does. Yeah, no, trust me, I get it. Yeah, I mean, I grew up here in Virginia. I mean, we've had some pretty harsh winters. At least several years ago we did. I'm here in Kentucky now, which, I mean, Kentucky can get some pretty interesting winter weather sometimes, but I just came back from Florida, which is different. What is this dude doing? This man's just parking in the middle of the road, but at least he has his hazards on. Let's see here. Chauncey says, "Hey, what's up? Hope you're doing good. Shout out to the wiper coming in clutch style." Maybe that's why the camera's been clear. That's pretty funny, though. Good wood burning stove, and you'll be fine. Oh, yeah. I grew up, like I said, I grew up in Virginia, and we had a wood burning stove, too. It's the best. Only problem is it can get too hot sometimes, though. But that's just whenever you open windows at that point. Let some of the hot air out. You know, if it gets too hot, I mean, wood stoves will really crank some heat, that's for sure. Renee says, "Everyone, don't forget to hit that like button before you leave." Yeah, it'd be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you, Watershed. Or thank you, Renee. Sorry, I looked at Watershed comment there. But no, thank you, Renee. Greatly appreciated. Let's see here. Is New Jersey getting snow? Probably not. At least not much of anything. That's normal driving for Syracuse. Expect the unexpected. Yeah, I mean, let's just be quite honest here. I mean, a lot of people on the East Coast don't know how to drive. I mean, down in Florida, I mean, I had to go through I-4 a lot from Lakeland to Orlando to go visit my girlfriend a few times. My mom, we went, okay, so I went on the trip with my mom in October, and we were on I-4, and my mom got rear-ended, which is pretty crazy. It kind of just goes to show you how crazy, you know, that road interstate system is. But anyways, I mean, it's just crazy. And obviously, Virginia, I grew up. That's where I started driving in. People don't know how to drive at all. Kentucky, where I'm at now, I'd say it's a little better. I'd say it's a little better, but like I said, obviously, like Maryland, no. Maryland is horrible. Baltimore, Maryland, no. I never want to drive there ever. That is just horrible. Absolutely just horrible here. But anyways, let's see. Watershed. I'm not talking about Drew. Sort of thing. Oh, okay. Watch Post 10 channels on YouTube. He goes, Maine weather. Uses a small wooden stove to keep warm. Very interesting channel. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, and I don't know why this dude's just standing there. My time to kill says my oldest son lives in Austin, Minnesota. It will be negative 31 with the wind chill at 7 a.m. Holy cow. Yeah, that's cold. And you know what? While we're waiting on the snow, you guys, for a brief second, I will show you guys the temperatures that's supposed to happen here in the Northeast. Like I said, it's not just all this, you know, the snow and the winds, but the temperatures too. It's gonna be nasty. I mean, straight up nasty. Which let me go ahead and show you that right now, according to some of the models here. So let's go ahead and actually look at that. You know what? Better yet, we'll take a look at the forecast here. That way you can actually see the expectancy rather than what the models are saying. Which, I mean, the expectancy is basically just the models blended out together and everything like that. But anyways, National Weather Service forecast and minimum temperatures. So we're not looking at tonight's temps, but we're taking a look at tomorrow's temperatures. Look at this. Or I should probably do this one right here. Look at that. Temperatures here in the near negative 30. Some areas possibly even towards negative 30 in like northern New York State, northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire, and northern Maine. You know, breaking the negatives, these areas here and everything above this will be dealing with temperatures literally in the negatives tomorrow night. Now, just as a reference, if you guys are wondering, tonight's not going to be as bad as tomorrow night, but still, negatives expected across a lot of these regions. I mean, it's going to be cold. It's going to be a cold one, I tell you that. It is not going to be... It's not going to be fun, I'll tell you what. Holy cow! Okay, I think we're already starting to see things pop up here. Let's see, Cheryl with a $20 super chat. Oh my gosh, a lot of things is happening right now. Okay, snow has started, first of all. That did not take long. Cheryl, thank you so much. Saying, hey now, I'm an East Coaster. Great job as always, Andrew. I'm enjoying the stream and chat. Well, Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. That's greatly appreciated. Big double thumbs up goes to you. Everyone give Cheryl a big thank you. But holy cow, that just started in the middle of nowhere. That just started, like, let's see, Syracuse radar. Oh, there we go. Yep. Oh, my gosh. And that car is still parked. Did he leave his door open? Did he leave his door open? Oh, my gosh. If he left his door open, he's gonna... What is that? Is that a bag? But once again, Cheryl, seriously, thank you so much for that. That's super nice of you. Uh-oh, we got a rogue bag. We got a bag on the loose. Oh my gosh, you can already see it sticking to the ground. Yeah, this is just a normal day for this dude. He's just walking like nothing's happening. But look, you can already see it. I believe that's already the snow, right? Yeah, look right there. You can see it really coming down. Holy cow. Yeah, this camera has got to be inside somewhere. Because you can see the reflection right here. Like I said, you can really see the reflection right there. Of like some interior stuff, but look at it right there. Holy cow. But seriously, Cheryl, thank you so much. That was super nice of you. That was super, super nice. And thank you, seriously. It means a lot, Cheryl. Huge shout out goes to you. That was very, very sweet of you. Okay, we got this dude coming out here now. Let's see. Yes, grew up Rochester snow. Can be nasty. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Oh my gosh, the sidewalks are like already piling up. Look at that. Yep, it's already sticking to the ground. You see the trails? And then you got this dude over here. Oh my gosh, dude. I am just blown away. I mean, it hasn't even been snowing, what, 3 minutes? And the sidewalks are already covered. Look, all of them already covered. You know, it's really crazy just to see how it went straight up from, like... It's really crazy to see how the camera went straight up from, like, calm to maybe a little windy, and then just to this in a matter of, like, 10 minutes. Which is crazy. But anyways. Let's see here. You're so welcome. Love the channel and all the chat. Well, Cheryl, once again, that was very sweet of you. And honestly, a very big thank you has to go to you. Thank you seriously for all that. We still have our rogue bag here. It's kind of hopping between the four-way here. I mean, we seen it started blowing around like a tumbleweed. And then we still got our dude over here that's just sitting there. Now the good news, what it looks like is that the buildings might be blocking some of the winds, essentially. I mean, obviously, yeah, it's still pretty windy between the buildings and such, but when comparing to the other cameras we've seen, you know, from the other lines that's moved through, you know, it's crazy.
The lowest wind chills are expected Friday night. Winds will gust from 35 to 50 miles per hour late tonight into 5.
But look at that. Look at the trails people are already leaving in the snow.
Avoid outside activities if possible.
Like, that took no time to make the roads covered. I mean, these roads... Oh, there goes our bag. Like, it hasn't even been snowing. What, 10 minutes? Or 5 minutes now? And, like, it's already... It's crazy. This is just crazy. I can't believe. Who said the dog? Who said that? There is somebody walking their dog. So, okay, I'm going back to look at this. Someone in the chat was like, watch, there's going to be somebody walking their dog out in this. Who said that? Who said that? Oh my gosh, like, who literally said that? There was somebody who said that there a minute ago. Okay, All Alone Pepper says, I bet somebody will be seen... Alright, you know what? I am pinning that. If I can. Because you straight up called that. You straight up called that. How the heck did you do that? Okay, I can't find it on my other one, but holy cow, dude. Watershed says places in upstate Maine we're going to have wind chills of -90 tonight. Holy cow. Dude, the roads are covered. Yeah, look at this. The cars, they're already getting accumulation on them now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there you go. Look at the streak that dude's making. I can't believe he called that, dude. Pepper, seriously? You straight up... Ooh, yeah, look at that. I bet you those conditions are going to get pretty icy. Or pretty slick, I should say. Probably not icy. I mean, there's already more than a dusting here. Like I said, it just now went through Syracuse. I mean, it's just now going through Syracuse here. Watershed says snow squalls. Yeah, it's quite an interesting event here. Like I said, this is just really a pop-up coverage thing I had to do, you know? Like, it went straight up from, like I said, it went straight up from just, like, you know, a subject that we've seen, you know, just a little cold spell coming down to... I was looking at the models earlier. I'm like, this is not going to be friendly. Like, this is going to be like a snow squall event. And I'm so glad that we went live during this. You know, it's really crazy. Yeah, I am so glad I went through. I'm so glad I went live during this here. You know, it's been crazy. Snow's still coming down pretty good. I mean, look at that. You can see right there, especially by that light. I wish we had a time lapse, like a replay to go back and like whenever we first seen that happen. Yeah, there goes that one dude up. I mean, watch how quickly those his tracks, that car's tracks get covered. I mean, it takes no time. It literally takes like no time at all. Like, which is crazy. Like, holy cow, that is, y'all, this is just some crazy stuff happening out here. I tell you what. Anyways, let's go take a look at this here real quickly. I'm gonna switch back here for y'all real quickly. We're gonna take a look here over at the. We're gonna blow up this radar view here real quickly, just to kind of look a little bit more close here. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Syracuse is kind of more moderate snowfall now. Let's look here more towards, like, you know, Plattsburgh, Burlington region. Holy cow! I mean, look how far away it already is from Montreal. You need to give that guy a prize, dude, for real. He straight up called that too. I mean, he straight up called it. He was like, yeah, there's going to be some dude walking a dog out there. It's crazy because someone was walking a dog. This man could predict the future. You know, honestly, he should probably go in. He should probably invest in the weather community. I mean, you know, he might actually be a good forecaster. I mean, if you can call walking dogs and everything. Let's see, it's crazy how there is nothing on the sidewalks, vehicles in a matter of minutes and they're covered. Yeah. Terry says, try Auburn west of Syracuse. Alright, let's move over here. There's Auburn right there. We don't have any cameras in Auburn, I don't think. Or I know I don't right now, but I don't know if there is any available. Yeah, it looks like Auburn's kind of more lighter. You know, more lighter precipitation. You can see how more Syracuse, how it's more dark blue. But let's move back here to the camera, guys. We gotta watch this. I mean, like I said, the roads have gotten covered in a matter of just minutes. I mean, look at that. The cars, like, they already have a whole coat over them. And just as a little bit of a reference for y'all, this isn't even the heaviest of it. You know, this is considered the moderate snowfall out of the snow squall line, which is crazy. You know? You know, like I said, this is about the moderate snowfall out of this here. Possible tornadoes could happen. No, they can't. Tornadoes is not a concern. But that's just crazy here. Yeah, I'm just amazed at how bad these conditions. Oh my gosh. Yeah, if possible, y'all. I mean, if you're in the path of these snow squalls, do not go out in it. I mean, it's just straight up not worth it at all. You know, it's just not worth it. You know, it's not worth putting yourself at risk and all that stuff. It's just really not worth it. You know, because your lives are precious, y'all. And you don't want to risk it on a stupid event like this, you know. But that's just crazy. Let's see here. But anyways, that's that, y'all. You know, we've been live here for 2.5 hours. Kevin says, yeah, no tornadoes for snow squall. You don't have the heat humidity to make the air convective for air to spin. Essentially, the winds, like I said, the winds during this, you know, out of a typical cold front, you know, northerly advection, and you have backing cold air, but in this case, yeah, the air is simply not warm enough to have that thermodynamic reaction, and which will not create energy, you know, not any instability which is needed for tornadoes. So, yeah, no, tornadoes is completely ruled out here. I mean, like I said, surface moisture is a thing. Our bag is still rolling around there. But, I mean, yeah, surface moisture is a thing there. And dew points need to be like I said, dew points need to be like in the 50s and 60s and all. Will snow squall make cold core tornadoes? I know there is cold core setups, but this is not one of them. Yeah, this is not one of them. I mean, because even cold core setups, there's a bit of energy, there's a bit of instability in the atmosphere, in which in this case there's not. This is more like saturation energy towards the lower atmosphere, which creates, possibly some thunder snow due to ice crystal friction in the lower atmosphere. Possible. Rhonda says, late again. Hi, folks. Prayers for those in the bad weather. What's up, Rhonda? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we're just watching cameras here. It looks like the snow is really kind of lit up here. Started lighting up here a bit, which is good. But anyways, we're gonna switch on back here, y'all, to the current radar view. Let's see if we can get ourselves some more cameras here. Like I said, Syracuse just got hit here. Let's see here. Let's see, Burlington, Plattsburgh, maybe. Is Plattsburgh live camera? Let's see here. Interesting. So we don't really have any in Plattsburgh. I take that back. There's a live camera here. All right, this is gonna be our next camera, y'all. This guy right here. Someone's home, I think. I think this is someone's home. But it's a camera. Let's see. This one is about 4-minute delay. The other one's like a 5-minute delay. But this is our next one. So this one's in Point Bay Marina. Let's see, Point Bay Marina, which is right here. So that's probably where the camera's at, right there. Which is south of Burlington here. So we're like right in here. So it's going to be a bit. But that line eventually will make it there. Liam's here. What's up, Liam? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. But anyways, that's this is going to be our next camera here, unless we can find a different one. Yeah, let's go ahead and switch on back here over to the radar view. We have Rome. Was Rome? Let's see, Rome. Live camera. Oh. Yeah, Rome, New York. Make sure that's not Rome. Maybe? Oh, there we go. We got a good one. This is in Rome. Not Rome, Italy. But this is in, yeah, this is in Rome, New York. Which, like I said, Rome is literally just... Yeah, like I said, Rome is right here. And they're getting this big line right now. Let's see, my mom's here. What's up? Don't you wish we could be having this right now, Mom? I mean, this would be nice. I mean, like I said, if it's gonna be this daggone cold, it better snow, you know. But we got this camera here. It already looks like there's a lot of previous snowfall on the ground out of this one. Out of Rome, New York. Liam says that's a lot of snow. It is. Yeah, there's got to at least be a few inches of snow on the ground there. Easy. I'd say at least 3 to 5 inches on snow on the ground right there. Which is interesting. There's no place like Rome. There's no place like Rome. There's no place like Rome. So yes, Drew, we need snow. We do. I want that. I want this right here. Like, we need a good snow, you know, before the year ends. You know, I really hope. For me, anyways, I hope that Kentucky gets some snow, you know, before February's out. Look at that. I mean, you can even see the winds on how strong the winds are blowing in this direction here, from left to right of the camera, which is just crazy, really, really crazy out there. But like I said, yep, Rome is now getting this big old spike. I mean, you can't even see. You really cannot even see that far out.
Thursday, mostly cloudy with a 40% chance of rain showers. Highs in the mid-40s.
Let's see here. 100% agree. 100%. Maybe when Courtney comes, wouldn't that be cool? It would. For sure. I think it'd be pretty cool. I was actually joking about that earlier to her. But yeah, you know what, y'all? It is definitely coming down here. Once again, let me take a second here to switch over to this radar for a minute. Like I said, right there towards Hawkins Corner. What is this? Stranger Things? Anyways, regardless though, like I said, we have ourselves you know, this heavy line that's moving through right now where the camera's at. So that's why everything's getting pretty crazy. Let's see here. Have my grandkids here. Nothing better than grandkids. Says my mom. But yeah, you know what? It is definitely coming down here pretty good. Let's see here. But anyways, y'all. Well, we've been live here for about 2.5 hours. I think here soon we're gonna call it a night. Tomorrow we'll get back with y'all and some forecasts and stuff like that. We'll do personal forecasts tomorrow, so don't you worry. A thing on the channel I was wanting to start doing is Members Mondays, because obviously, you know, all of our members out there got to do something special for y'all. So every Monday we're doing personal forecasts for y'all. And but like I said, you know, obviously, you know, we'll have Member Mondays for y'all and everything like that. Let's see. Cheryl says, I'm so jealous. We need a good snowstorm before spring. I agree. I am on that boat right there with you. I 100% agree. I'd so rather have a good snowstorm before spring comes. You know, these last few years where I'm at has really been bad. I mean, we really haven't seen too much of anything, which is just crazy. Let's see here. Hugs y'all, be good or don't get caught. All right. Well, like I said, my friends, I think here soon we're gonna head off here, probably in the next few minutes. But like I said, just know that there's gonna be a lot of snow squalling, a lot of snow squalling happening here across portions of you know, northern. Like I said, obviously, you know, northern New York here. Let's see here. Ax says, I showed grandkids Drew's live stream picture a few days ago. Asked them who that was, and they both said, Uncle Corey, my son. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Rhonda says, I would hate to be out in that weather. I would love to be out in that weather, personally. But that's me. You know, I'm a big snow lover. You know, I'm a big snow lover personally. I love a good snowstorm. You know, always good times. I have a lot of memories. You know, actually going back with snow and everything like that. Severe cold coming in too. Yes, that's a big problem. And actually, before I head off here, let me show you all the temperatures here. Not tonight, but tomorrow night. We'll look at tonight's as well. But here's tomorrow night's temps. I mean, northern Maine, -20, -30. Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, areas of northern New York even. Yeah, negative temperatures there. Tonight's not as bad, obviously not as bad. But anyways, Kevin says, "Oh, come on, switch to that camera so we can watch the system slam them." I would. But like I said, after being live here for a while, it starts to get to you. I think we did a good amount of coverage here tonight on it. Honestly, like I said, honestly, it wasn't even a planned coverage either. I mean, it was just a pop-up thing, I mean, it was just a straight-up pop-up thing that happened earlier. I was looking at models and I was like, "This is gonna be a snow squall event, isn't it?" And it turned out to be one. It turned out to be pretty brutal. Hey, I mean, we did see a lot of other areas get impacted here, pretty good. Let's see here. Rhonda says, "Good night, Andrew and all. Sorry I missed most of the live. No problem. But obviously glad to have you here." Watershed says, "Thanks for the live stream to Andrew. You are very, very welcome." No problem, y'all. Oh, and I do have to give a big thanks to our supporters here. For today, we had Andrew 2026, we had Proxima, and we had ourselves Cheryl with the donations. So Cheryl, I know you're still here. At least I think you are. Big thank you, Cheryl. Seriously, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate your, seriously, I very, very much appreciate your donation. That seriously would help us out. So big thank you goes to you, Cheryl. I don't know if Proxy's still here, but if Proxy, if you're still around here, I haven't seen you in a while. Once again, thank you so much for everything and all that. And then Andrew 2026 or Devin. Once again, thank you for that. But anyways, like I said, once again, y'all, if you have any more questions, I mean, feel free to let us know. Because if not, we're going to be heading off here relatively soon. See, Remarkably says, "You did a great job." Well, thank you. Chauncey says, "Thanks for the stream." No problem. Cheryl says, "Still here. You are welcome." Double thumbs up for you, Cheryl. Seriously, thank you for that. But all right, my friends. Well, I think that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here soon. Like I said, tomorrow we're probably going to do personal forecast for you guys. I'm definitely going live. I mean, every night we go live. I mean, even if there's nothing going on. But tomorrow we'll do personal forecast for y'all. We'll take a look at specific locations, specific areas, and if you're wondering what's going on, then we'll let you know. Honestly, really not that much activity going on here in the next few days. I mean, it looks like a pretty silent next 2-3 days. So, obviously that could be good. It's honestly good that we do have a break here. I mean, shoot, it's been crazy last while. So, we do need a break in the weather world. Just to end it with a bang with a nice little snow squall event here tonight. It's been pretty crazy. But let's see. Rhonda says, "Thanks, Andrew." No problem there, Rhonda. No problem at all. But all right, my friends. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for now. Like I said, obviously, a lot of snow squalls are going to continue to push through, New York and surrounding areas here tonight. So, obviously, you definitely want to, continue watching that. Continue to, be safe and all that fun stuff out there. So, just please stay safe out there, my friends. Let's see here. Thanks to all the folks that donate. Rest of the viewers like myself appreciate it too. Absolutely. Yeah, seriously, guys. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Like I said, that obviously goes to, our programs and it helps, support me as well. Like I said, this is what I do full time. This is my full-time job here. Just doing YouTube for you guys. And so any little bit helps. It really does. And like I said, obviously a big thank you goes to all of y'all, just for being here and get alone the people who support us. Thank you so much, guys. It's greatly appreciated. All right, my friends. Well, the stream's going to head off here in about 3 minutes, so say goodbye to your friends and family. And like I said, tomorrow we'll be catching you guys here for the personal forecast and all that fun stuff like that. So we'll get you there. All right, my friends. Well, it's been a good run with y'all tonight. Been live here for about 2 hours and 45 minutes, which I think is a pretty lengthy live stream for a stream that I was not even planning on doing here. Because like I said, this is just a little pop-up thing that happened today. But it's honestly, I'm glad we went live on this. It's good because we showed you guys what the conditions look like, and what you can expect out of this, and just to get y'all to put this in the back of your mind, just to let y'all to know that this is a pretty serious event and not something just to brush off your shoulder. I mean, it's a pretty nasty one. All right, my friends, once again, thank you all so much for joining us. Once again, we'll catch you all here for tomorrow. And until then, my friends, I will catch you all then. Love y'all. Stay safe out there. See you tomorrow.
At Buffalo, snow was falling with a temperature of 24. At Poughkeepsie, it was clear with a temperature of 32. It was partly cloudy with a temperature of 31 at Albany, 29 at Springfield, Massachusetts, and 32 at Boston. At Burlington, it was cloudy with a temperature of 31. At Rochester, snow and blowing snow were reported with a temperature of 23. Again at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time hourly information for the western Mohawk Valley. It was cloudy and the temperatures were 33 degrees. A band of snow squalls is likely to produce a brief period of whiteout conditions, gusty winds, and slick travel on untreated roadways in portions of eastern New York and western New England late this evening into tonight. This threat is highest over the southern Adirondacks, Mohawk and Schoharie valleys, southern Greens, and eastern Catskills. Snow showers could produce a dusting of snow and briefly lowered visibilities in the Saratoga-Glens Falls region to the Capital District as well. The snow squalls and showers are most likely over the southern Adirondacks 8 to 11 p.m., Mohawk and Schoharie valleys and Lake George Saratoga region 10 p.m. 1 a.m., and the Capital District, eastern Catskills, and southern Vermont 12-3 a.m. Temperatures will plummet with winds gusting to 30 to 45 miles per hour behind the cold front tonight. Wind chills will be well below zero by early Friday morning. Synopsis: a dangerously cold air mass will spread into the region late tonight into early Friday morning in the wake of a cold front that could bring gusty winds and some snow showers and squalls. The frigid and blustery air mass will persist through Friday with the coldest wind chills expected Friday night. Winds will gradually ease on Saturday, with a significant warming trend expected Sunday as temperatures go back above normal. Now for the